everybody. Welcome to another episode of It's a Crits campaign Into Anterium. I am CJ. It has been a while. We've missed you guys. Well, I've missed you guys because I wasn't here. But they were here. God damn it. They were here. I pointed the wrong way, guys. I gotta work on that. It's confusing. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. We are It's a Crit, a D&D streaming channel mostly. I don't know why I pronounce it that way or I say it that way, but that is literally what I say every time because it's just like what comes to mind, you know? But anyway, again, I am CJ. I am the DM here for this persistent campaign Into Anterium. We are now on episode 13. Yes, it's 13. I got it. And with us today, as always, we have our beloved players, Mr. Aaron, playing the Ice Genasi Wizard Rogue, edgy boy with the frozen hairstyle. Wait, do you actually freeze your hair like in a cool way or anything, or?
No, I don't think it
Wow,
does.
what wasted potential, my friend. we gotta think of a really cool hairstyle. Just freeze it in just this impossible way against against physics, where it's just like one goes like up and then just like curls in perfectly, like like almost like a Willy Wonka movie or something.
I'll just
where
turn him into the fucking power line.
I didn't see that movie, so I do
kidding me?
not
Oh
know
my
your.
God.
I have disappointed my players. Oh, whoops. And that is Aaron playing Friggs, and then next to Aaron over there on the other side is Nettie, Nat One Crusader, playing the Drow Warlock. I forgot your warlock's name. Allie, Alan Ray Neeran. I do remember.
I've only been here for 3 months.
I know.
It's fine.
Oh my god. Okay.
Were you waiting for the name tags to switch?
No, of course not. No. And underneath Nettie, we have Chris, who is playing Six Fix-It, the Dragonborn with only one horn. Apparently he carries it around with him, which I had no idea. He is also a bunch of blocks and cubes now. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, so say hello to him, and then just welcome back to our faithful viewers. I know Gilga, you're out there. Shout out MPM. Shout out to you too, my friend. Thank you guys for being here with us on this wonderful journey, I guess you could call it. Last we left off, oh god, I just looked at the tabletop chat. Why does it say butts, Chris?
Oh my god.
He literally wrote butts in the
disconnecting because he disconnected.
That's it. Oh, this guy. Okay. Anyway, oh yeah, he really did DC. We lost Chris. Oh no, he'll come back. Okay. So anyway, last we left off, the party convinced Harkoa to, well, stop being a crazy pirate crab riding Sahuagin bad guy. Thank you, Allie, for that. That was awkwardly convincing, and it worked very well. You guys left the young sea dragon back in his little warehouse that he decided he wanted to hang out in. He did reward you guys with many gemstones that are worth quite a bit of money, and you guys played along with that stuff. You went around town, you met some shopkeepers, you guys went for pancakes. Fantastic, because that's what you do instead of sparing the dying, for all the people dying along the coast. Yeah, no, not even, don't even worry about them. They'll probably be fine. No, they won't.
Yeah, sure.
Then eventually you guys went on to the Golden Mantles, where I believe you guys talked to, Emron met Sonari up. Sonari had some things to say to him, so we lost Emron at that point. He's not dead though. He was saved. Hey, he's just probably in more danger now than he was when he was undead, right? So, or whatever he was at that point in time. You guys really have no idea. I'm just speculating, and what do I know, right? So, anyway, yeah. So you guys went into the Golden Mantles, and what I remember is that
the term flesh puppet.
Flesh puppet. Okay, I will keep that in mind. I will not say undead. I'm sorry. I will now use the more politically correct term, flesh puppet.
Sounds wrong, but okay.
Okay. I will adjust my volume a little bit too, because I think I'm yelling at all you guys. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and just turn myself down a little bit, shall I? Okay. Great. Yeah, that should be better. There we go. That should be better. So, what was I saying? Yes, the Golden Mantles. So I remember that Six Fix-It was actually devouring all the leftovers of the Golden Mantles members, if you guys do recall, right? The Golden Mantles members that, got up in the middle of the meal to go out and help save the city as Allie decided to, go get pancakes instead of saving those poor souls. So they don't need their food.
Oh my God.
They don't need it. They don't need it where they're going, So it's, fix it, have at it, man. It's a buffet. It's a buffet because it's unclaimed food. It no longer has an owner, so you know what? Don't even feel bad because they're not coming back. Don't even worry about it.
Time.
And
Heck yeah.
yeah, and then so I believe last thing we let is that Allie also is waiting on a report that Sonari sent a scribe off to retrieve. So however long it takes that scribe to get it, great. We lost Chris. He's dead. He's alive again. Good.
No,
sorry,
not.
Sorry.
Okay.
He's back to being a flesh puppet.
Oh
As he wants to.
No.
That's what he wants to be called.
That's good for him, but no.
Hashtag bathroom sandwich. Okay, so yes, and the very last thing I believe was we left off with Friggs heading upstairs with that special brew to try to get an audience with this wizard of the Golden Mantles, whom they all call. Go ahead, come on, Friggs. What is it? Yeah, Stormcook. Yeah. Why would they call this wizard Stormcook? Who knows? It's probably just a good moniker. That's all, for something cool. Right? No. He's not even. Nope. I got nothing on that one. Okay, sounds good. Sure. So, party. That is essentially a rundown, and the only reason I gave such a long rundown today is because we did miss a week, and I needed to remind myself. So now that I am sure I know what happened, let's move forward.
Are you sure?
No.
You sure?
Never. I'm a DM though. I just have to pretend to be sure. I don't actually have to be sure. Oh my god. Isn't that works?
Magic when you tell us that, CJ.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Are you kidding? Everything I do is planned. I'm just saying this to make you confused.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see? Perfect. Okay. So.
Friggs is gonna die. Friggs is gonna die.
Hope you all are ready for my cleric.
Wait, but then I'm oh no.
Oh.
Oh, well, you can be a war clerk. You can do damage instead of healing.
Okay. So, party, we know where we left off. You may now... Whoa, dude, Chris, your camera's wonky today. You look like, oh, what? Dang it, I forgot the name of the filter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool, though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Friggs, my friend, you were well on your way up the stairs to the hallway to the big door, right? The one that's supposed to look quite ornate and special. You would know, essentially, is what Panner told you. Panner Wormtopple, the bartender of the Wormtopple Tavern. Okay.
That I have written down. I just knew it wasn't the wizard. I was like, but I found it, so we're good. So I'll kind of mage hand. I'll mage hand one of the drinks because I'm carrying two, one for me, one for this Stormcook.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll hold one of the drinks with my mage hand and then knock on the door and then grab my drink again.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Okay.
And just kind of wait for an answer if there is one.
Yeah, so you go up there and you do indeed knock on this door. Congratulations. I will not make you roll for that. It's quite hard to fail.
Okay.
I don't know why I felt that was necessary, but I just felt like
It's fine. It's fine. It's your choice.
Julie, apparently in the future we might have to roll to knock on doors.
if
Now
there,
we know.
if there's a chance to fail, you're gonna roll. So this time I'll just give it to you. I'm feeling benevolent.
Until you kill me with the wizard.
Oh God. So, yeah. You knock on the door. It's beautiful. Every time you knock, there is like this sort of like, it looks like a door when you look at it. It's simple wood, gold ornate dressings all around the sides, and you knock, and every time you knock and make contact with the door, you actually don't feel your knuckles hit the wood. It's like a soft, kind of squishy feel, and like a small layer, and it's like this purple light kind of just like shines, like ripples in water every time you knock, and just little purple sparks kind of flop out every time you knock. It looks quite pretty. You don't feel anything different than that, though.
That is interesting.
After,
Wait. Yeah.
sure, and after a little bit of time, well, there's no response.
I'll knock one more time.
Sure, you knock again.
I have a drink for Stormcook.
No answer.
Okay. I'll just take a quick. Are there any other points of interest on this door in this hallway at all? That
So basically, what you do is when you turn around and you go up the the staircase, following the banister, it's sort of like it's not just a hallway. It does open up because there's two banisters on each side. There's two stairways on each side of this dining hall, right, going up. And so when you go up, they sort of come and meet in the middle, and there are a couple doors, probably about 3 doors actually, if I remember correctly. 3 doors, or 3. There's one in front of each staircase, and then one in the center.
And the one in the center is the one I knocked on, correct?
Yes. And you can just hear Panner from the bottom, kind of like doo 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 doo, just doo 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 doo.
I will use my mage hand to hold the drink again, and then I'll take out a piece of parchment.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just kind of write on the parchment. Think of what to actually write. I'm actually standing there trying to think of what to write in character.
Okay, sounds good. And fix it. In the meantime, how is that food going?
Excellent. This half-eaten pork chop with applesauce is fantastic.
Oh, interesting. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm sure someone else would have enjoyed it if they had the chance to come back and eat it.
Oh my god. Was
Well,
a
too bad
stressful
for them. It's mine
situation.
now.
It's too bad it's mine now.
Forgot about it. Oh my god. I saved some guards before in the other fight. It's fine. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I'm a good character.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Excuse you?
Okay.
Do we have to discuss something?
You guys,
Oh my.
as you listen quietly, you feel like you can hear Sonari just yelling at Emron.
I'll just ignore that and write a letter. Oh wait, never mind. I already made a mistake. Fun. I'm just writing a letter
Oh yeah? What are you writing the letter for?
to my dad
Ooh.
because I have to update him on
Oh.
where I am, what's happening, and by that I mean obviously not the actual things, because for him I'm just traveling around doing some sightseeing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I'm actually writing that up. And I made the mistakes. I started writing in cursive.
Oh my god. Which you can't do. Yes, again, unfortunately, our good friend here is unable to write in cursive.
I'll learn that.
But with a
I
determined
have a
look in
deal
her
with
eye,
Briggs.
Yeah,
he's willing to learn it.
with a determined look in her eye.
Eventually, I'll teach you to her.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll teach you how to swim. You'll teach me how to cursive, and then we'll be slightly less prone to dying, hopefully.
Yeah, that's fair. So, Friggs, how is your message going, my friend?
So I'll write on the piece of paper. I'll essentially like slide it under the door. It's like, greetings, Stormcook. my name is Nix, and I was hoping for an audience if it wasn't too much trouble. And then I'll have the paper to where hopefully it's sticking on both sides of the door. Does it look like a pull door or a push door?
What a good question they'd have. Hmm.
Which
This is
said,
a
yeah,
very,
definitely
this
knows
is a
the
very
answer.
important question.
You know, I'm gonna give chat a chance. Chat, do you want this to be a pull door or a push door? I'll take the first response I see in chat.
Oh, who's gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Pull. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, we got two pulls, but yep.
Oh wow!
Gilga's last.
Gilga.
Poor Gilga.
You
All right.
tried, my dude.
All right. So pull door it is. It's a pull door towards you. It opens outward. So towards you.
Okay, so that would
The
make it
opposite
to
of
where
what it chooses.
I don't leave their drink on the ground next to the note because that would be bad.
Okay.
And then at the end of the note, I'll write. I also have Wormtopple's drink for you downstairs. And then I'll leave the note, like slide it under the door, and then I'll.
Okay, you slide it under the door. Oh. The door opens.
Ooh.
Slowly just creaks.
Ugh.
That's what a creaky door sounds like.
I'll kind of like push it open a little bit. It's like, hello.
You push open the pull door?
That's yes.
I just shut again.
So it's now closed. Congratulations.
I'll pull it open, just kind of like peek my head in. It's like, hello.
Okay.
Anybody there?
Come in.
I'll make my way in. and
Bring
just
the
kind of,
drink.
Okay. I'll approach them and just hand them the drink and wait for them to tell me where to sit, if to sit.
There. So you head in and you see that this is actually just a massive chamber. It's just this large. Basically it almost looks like a library. Within it's sort of like a circular shape. So as you open up, you can see that the bookshelves, they're custom made. Absolutely, they curve around, and they fit books to the ceiling. That goes about maybe 40 feet up. Books, scrolls. It's a bit messy. And at the very center of all of it is a large desk. It's made of some sort of dark wood. And on the other side is one large chair. And then on this side, on yours, is two small chairs. In the large chair, you see a hooded figure sitting.
I assume you are Stormcook? As
Yes.
I approach the desk, I'll set the drink on the table.
I am. And you?
My name is Friggs.
You're the one that set off my alarm.
Yes, and I assure you it was not on purpose.
Good to see you're not dead.
It is good to not be dead.
Fair. Take a seat.
I'll take a seat in one of the chairs.
Are you alone?
Physically, yes, but I do have party members downstairs.
In spirit, then?
I am not alone in spirit. Wait, did I understand that right?
She
Like,
looks at you-
as a player, that was
as a
weird.
player. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, welcome in. This is my study. I am Stormcook as well. That's what they call me here.
Do you like being called Stormcook?
The creature pulls its hood down, and you see a white skin with like pale white snow almost, and these dark brown markings all across the head and face, tribal in nature.
Would I be able to tell what race they are?
The Goliath. Female.
Ooh.
There are a lot of Goliaths in Port Gadreton.
There have been like 2.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Port Cadgerton has like, was it with like 4,000 people, more than 4,000 people or something? Like,
So Goliaths, like that's a lot of Goliaths. That's more Goliaths that I have met in like all the other campaigns together. That I've
oh my god.
not addicted to part of.
So we're gonna, okay. So anyway, she sits there. She's all. So, you wanted an audience? I'm hearing.
Yes, but to be completely honest, I wasn't expecting to get the audience this soon.
That damn panner knows exactly how to get to me. She takes a sip of the beverage. She just smirks. She's like, oh, that stupid halfling. All right.
He does seem to know his way around alcohol.
That he does. That he does. But, needless. Anyway, that is not why you're here. What can I do for you? You want an audience with me, and I usually just disintegrate visitors, but...
So I have heard, and thank you for not doing that.
Well, I have already heard news of what you guys have done around town, you know. Although I do not condone the abandoning of our members along the coast, I feel that there were other priorities that could have taken place. I also understand the need for nourishment, I suppose. I can't judge.
Chicken is fantastic.
Just to inform you, your friend downstairs likes the chicken, apparently.
Okay. You obviously have eyes in many places.
I know all that happens in the guild. As do I know that Emron is currently getting chewed out again by Sonari. However, this time it sounds a little different. He may be indisposed for a while.
That is unfortunate. Anyway,
Like a ghost. God damn it. Sorry, I just read the chat. Okay.
I was hoping to inquire as to whether or not you are willing to take on a student, because I am in the market for a new teacher.
What happened to your previous one?
He is missing. I am looking for him, but in the event that I can't find him, I would like to be able to
I see.
progress my studies.
What I understand then, if I were to take you as my student and were to disappear, then I would not rely on you to find me.
That is not my intention. I realize that that's how that came off.
Just like I can imagine Frix's face is just like, oh shit.
I am not.
But I will tell you, old friend. I'll call you friend now because I like that mentality. You cannot stop studying the art of magic simply because the teacher is missing. If the teacher is missing, then regardless of your personal connection to them, they were weak. If they cannot save themselves, how can they teach you to save yourself?
That is a fair point of view.
Anyway, why should I teach you? I don't really need a student. I'm doing pretty well here. You can see how well I live, just gesturing casually to all of the books. Everything I need is here.
I do envy how you live.
I protect this guild house. I protect all the secrets.
I'm not gonna lie, there probably isn't a reason for you to train me.
Roll a persuasion check.
Hey, I'm honest. This is gonna end super well.
Hey, can you teach me? Why should I? Ah, yeah, that's not a good reason. Fuck, dude. What?
And the roll starts not working now, so I'm going to do this in a...
Oh, that's so funny. He's just
That's
like, what?
19.
Ooh.
Plus 0.
You should have gone something like generic, like wish to be stronger so I can find my teacher again, or something like that.
Well, she's asking why she should have a student, not why I want a teacher.
Each their own. Hmm. Well, I do appreciate your honesty. And to be truthful as well, there's no right answer to that question, is there? I have everything I need. You're the one that needs service from me. But perhaps I could use a hand with the more menial tasks, and in exchange, I could teach you a thing or two.
That sounds fair.
So first menial task. I need someone dealt with. I can deal with anyone and anything inside the guild, because this is my domain. However, outside of the guild, it's a little more tricky, and I would rather not put my position at risk, if you know what I mean.
I do.
I have certain connections to the town guard, the city guard, so I would rather not put myself into a precarious situation that could also affect other members of my inner circle, shall we say.
Okay. And this person you need dealt with can be found.
First, I need you to promise. We need to make a pact.
Okay.
Well, I say pact. It's a fancy way to just say a contract. And she snaps her fingers, and a mage hand starts writing right next to her, very quickly, in very fanciful lettering. Are you able to read cursive?
I have an intelligence of 18, so yeah.
Okay.
They both can. I'm the only one who
Okay. Fix
Well,
it can read cursive,
Fix
but
It
you can't
could-
read.
Fix it could if he could, read.
That's a fair point.
My handwriting's atrocious.
You write in crayon.
Yeah, that's a fair point. He writes in crayon.
It legit upsets me as a character.
Oh my god.
Joke's on you, the chalk.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah. So she signs up this contract, and it is very eloquently worded. But with your 18 intelligence, it's essentially just a disclaimer saying that you are not but a contractor. That what you do, that whatever she asks you to do, it is your choice to do so. That there is no obligation holding you to do it, and that essentially, if you're caught, it's your decision. It was your choice.
Okay. There's no fine print or anything that might say otherwise, or that's the entire what.
I'll have you roll. You don't have the forgery kit by chance?
No. Don't
'Cause
believe
that's the
so.
kit. Or how about a calligraphy set? Anything writing related, any sort of set like that? Kits?
Nope.
Okay, so then it's straight intelligence roll, please.
Okay, I will use my inspiration on this because I don't want to fuck this up.
Okay, you will use your 1 point of inspiration.
It's a straight intelligence check.
Straight intelligence. Yep, it's a d20 roll with
That-
your bonus.
That with the inspiration, that makes it a 24.
24. Okay, so there is nothing written that sounds super manipulative. It's just basically saying that you will be offered jobs, essentially, tasks, and that you have the prerogative of choosing to follow them, see them through or not.
Okay. I will after reading it over as carefully as I possibly can, I'll ask for a pen so I can sign it, if that is what she is wishing me to do.
Sure. You do sense like a magical, like some sort of magical essence coming from the document, but it's very light, not malicious. It's simply just some sort of magical.
Essentially to make
Aura.
it binding.
Essential, perhaps, yeah. As a wizard, yeah, perhaps something like that. That's how it feels. Quite light.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll sign it.
Mhm.
Nix Caligo.
Nix Caligo. Okay.
I introduced myself as Friggs, but my name is.
Just all, yeah. Could you extend your hand, please?
I'll do so.
She cuts it with a blade and squeezes the blood out onto the page. She does the same for herself. All right, Nix Caligo. Well, I suppose we have a contract now. Let me introduce myself. They do call me Stormcook here. That is indeed my family name. That's what my family called me. And also, it is my preferred method of disintegration.
Heck yeah.
My name is Zwamal Inulukena.
I'm gonna ask you to spell that.
So Zaumal is Z-A-U-M-A-H-L. Zaumal Stormcook Inulukena. And Inulukena strikes your character as familiar.
In which way?
You've heard that last name before.
Okay. I'll pry when I get more jobs done and have more trust.
Well, your character would, like, recognize it. Like, your character knows.
Okay, then where would I recognize it from?
Maybe someone who likes ankylosaurus sandwiches.
Perhaps.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, what is it? Is the name
What?
funny to you or something?
No, it's that other. Are you related to the Goliath that works with the city guard?
And you just see her face, just like.
I let out a sigh of relief at that reaction. I don't like him much.
Tidebreaker.
Yes.
Yes, it's my stupid younger brother.
Ooh. That was out of character, not in character.
So you've met the fool, then.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
He is not. We are not each other's biggest fans.
Neither am I. He is a fool, and to join the city guard when he has a sister as talented as me. Oh, that child. He was one of those, and she leans in and kind of just says, happy accidents our parents had later down the line.
Okay.
He was, he wasn't planned, is what I'm trying to tell you, if you're understanding. Yes. Okay. Nonetheless, I love my little brother, regardless of how much of a pain he is. Oh, God, and that ankylosaurus sandwich obsession he has, oh, God. Oh. Oh, that. Okay. Well, then you know what I mean when I mention that I cannot be... in certain situations. I do not agree with my little brother's choice of career or his ridiculous obsession with the guard captain. But he is still my little brother. I care for him very much. And I do not want to put his passion on the line. So I need someone to do some things for me. And You seem to have a similar attitude. So, I think this will be beneficial. I have a lot to teach you. And maybe if you learn a couple things, you can find your old master. I don't know.
That is something I would indeed like to do.
All right, then.
Speaking of my old master, have you heard of a mage named Tezen Everfall?
Tezen Everfall.
From Everfall.
Yeah. Tezen Everfall. From Everfall. Whatever you want to say. Tezen. Maybe. But it'd be easier to remember if, you know, some things were done first.
Fair point.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Can I insight check that really quick to see if she actually has?
Of course you can. Absolutely. Players, feel free to ever ask me for something like that if you want. If you feel it's sus, do it.
It's an 8.
That's an 8.
With proficiency of it.
With proficiency. Yes, which we don't do in this campaign, remember.
Wait, we don't?
No, we
No,
don't.
we did.
No, we don't. What? No, we don't. It was
We
a-
agreed to
did
do
the
it
whole
like
time.
sessions
Did we?
ago, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
No,
for
fact
all the
check. Fact
sessions
check
so
it. I
far.
want facts checked. I'm just kidding.
I'll find it and get it to you. Don't worry.
Ah. Okay, fine. Okay, if with the proficiency, yeah, okay. Seems to be the truth to you, Rand. Yeah, it feels like it might be a good lead, but nothing solid. So, I tell you, you know what? I have a better way to tell you. I don't want this spoken, and I don't know if there are any prying ears around. As far as I can tell, there aren't, but you never know. The only way to stay alive in our business is to be cautious. I'll send you the details later about that.
That sounds perfectly fine.
Okay. Well then, Mr. Caligo, our deal here for now is done.
Oh,
If you need
Stand down.
support, let me know. I might help with a little something.
it is appreciated, and
You feel the
thank you for your
chair.
time.
You feel as you stand up, the chair grabs you gently and pulls you back down to sit.
Oh.
And then the chair turns around and slides over to the front door, and then gently lifts you up and pushes you out. Very gently, all very gentle. Nothing hurts. It just, and the door closes.
That was interesting. And I'll finish off my drink and then.
And you
head
receive a
downstairs.
message with 3 words. In your mind, you hear Count Daniel Peabody.
I'll just reply, understood.
Okay.
Now that we're through with that, guys, we received a posture check from Ghost.
Shit. Good thing, because I literally just adjusted myself because I was just like, oh, fuck, I need to.
As I already said, checked in as straight as I can get. So now it's your turn, guys. Have fun. Straighten up those shoulders.
Straighten up the shoulder.
God's sakes.
What? Holy shit, I can hear that, Chris. I can hear it through the mic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sounded
Oh,
like it felt good.
that... Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a very crunchy boy.
Yeah, you fucking crunchy boy Chris, man.
Damn.
We have Nat one, Nettie, crunchy boy Chris, so we got to figure out one for Aaron now.
Thanks.
Big face.
Brick face Aaron.
Popsicle boy. Oh no, that's right. Never mind.
Oh fuck, that's funny. Oh god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Oh, I gotta breathe. Okay. Yeah. So. Perfect. And great. And so now, Friggs, you head downstairs. Gotta stop showing this paper. Friggs, you head downstairs. I'm assuming. You see Allie sitting there, continuing to sit.
Yeah, despite my urges to go explore through these other doors, I head downstairs.
Sure. Okay. And well, you see Fix-It still devouring food.
I will have you know, while he was upstairs, I wrote a whole letter.
You actually wrote the whole letter. Oh my god.
Yeah, look. I wrote the whole letter.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that, Addie. Oh my god.
Oh, Addie. Thank you, Addie, for subbing with Prime, my friend. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
You need to work on an alert.
I know.
that
I want
shows
the
up.
alert to pop up, and I want Critty
Yeah.
to bounce up and down.
Oh, yeah, we're on it.
Every week, guys, we're getting better. We're adding more and more to our stream.
Yeah.
To make it.
Yep.
But it's it's a lot of work, but we're doing it because it's fun and we enjoy it. All right. Yeah. So you are 3 now together. What is your next move? What would you like to do? You guys still have the potential to. Well, now Friggs has his secret mission. I believe you guys were also intending to go talk to after the rest of the night. It's about 5:30 p.m. by now. Maybe in the morning you guys can go talk to the guard captain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wrote my letter, and I'm currently waiting for the scribe to come back.
Yep.
I guess if he isn't there by the time I finish the letter, I'll start transcribing Gentle Repose into my spellbook.
Okay. Then you do indeed start because the scribe does not come back.
Cool. And I think my owl is with me, sitting on my shoulder the whole time.
Yeah, probably.
I sure hope so, because I don't know where else he would be.
He was flying around last you left him. Probably watching all the
No, he
people
wasn't-
bleed out
no,
and
he
die
was on
that
my
you didn't spare the
wait.
dying of.
He was not flying around the last time I left him. No,
Yeah.
he's with me. No, he's with me. He's guaranteed with me.
Well, he's
I did
flying
not
around.
leave him there.
Well, no, he
No.
left you.
No. Oh yeah, but like he's like in the vicinity. Like he's not gone.
Well, you could look through his eyes and see what he's looking at if you want, can't you?
Yeah. I guess I will.
Okay, you do, and you see you see a view from the top of this chamber looking straight down at you from a corner.
Good. Cool. I'll take out some dried meat. Or no, raw meat. I think I had raw meat last. No, did I have dry meat? I take out some food.
Oh, it's really smelly by now, but yeah, that's okay. You can do that.
I don't think he'll mind.
Okay.
If he
Yeah.
doesn't come to me to get it, I'll just toss it, like, Not the first time we've done that.
Okay. So he does not come down to you. He's still mad.
Uh-huh. That's okay. I'll continue to feed him with a super yummy, awesome meat and food, and maybe at some point he won't be mad at me anymore.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll go offer the owl some food.
You're gonna okay. He sees the food. You see and flies right down. Just flutters.
Heck yeah, this chicken is fantastic.
He gets some of the chicken. Flies back up to the perch up in the corner.
I'm gonna turn him into a spider if he keeps that up.
I think your owl hates you now.
Oh, hey, you're back. Cool.
Yeah, I am back. Thank you for
Ah.
noticing I'm back now.
Yeah, I was a little preoccupied.
Well, I am also kind of
He's-
light-footed, so that's fair.
He's fine. He's gonna come down. It's just gonna take some time. You can always turn him into a spider or a weasel.
Pretty sure you want to spend the gold to do that, just to respite?
Anna's just whistling in the back still.
Maybe.
I get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, did that scribe come back yet?
No. I wrote a whole letter though.
Did you now?
Yeah, I'll just have to find a place here to I'll have to find the Mail. Post,
The
postal office.
postal office. Okay. Nettie, what was that, Nettie? What, you okay? Like, what's going on?
Oh my god, do we have, like, which time is this? Do we have fucking postal service in medieval time?
You wish to hire a courier.
Are we in
So
medieval time?
in my campaigns, I just make the tavern the place to send and receive messages.
Oh, cool. I don't. Oh my god. So I can either ask Tanner, who I'm not sure if he likes me, or I can ask Orover, who really doesn't like me.
And then there's the chick from this jellyfish who really doesn't like us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. And we met her. Okay. So I have the one I don't know, the one that doesn't, and the one that really doesn't like. Cool.
Mhm.
I guess we're gonna walk up to Tanner, who's still whistling apparently in the background.
Yep, still just whistling.
Mm. Hi, Tanner. You did wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know his name. Hi, you look really
What'd
like
you call
having
me?
a good time today.
Wait. What was that name?
No. No.
Did you just call me Tanner?
No. I called you.
Friggs, she called me Tanner,
Yeah,
right?
she did.
No.
Yep,
Did you
totally
call me?
she did.
You called me that.
We're
Is,
on top- we're
you know,
on
I'm sorry,
couple.
I can't hear you. You sound too thirsty.
I'm pretty sure.
While she's over there, I also start transcribing absorb elements into my book.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. There's nothing useful in my notes.
Oh,
I
damn.
literally have notes across a third of a page that just say Count plus Duke equals disagreements. Count equals dick. Duke equals upstanding for a noble.
Note taking like a fucking champ.
I don't know when it went to shit like that, but it did.
You're supposed to be the note taker of the party.
It went to shit. It started off really well, and then it just went to shit.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Oh,
hi. No, I already had. I already
Drugs?
had a drink.
oh.
It's still on the
Hmm.
table over there.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, no, I don't know. You just look so quenched. You look like you need to be quenched. This thirst for knowledge, perhaps, could be quenched by this beverage. Pointing at, you can now see there's a small menu and like up on behind, and there is one that says premium.
Yeah.
Please don't. Can it be written in cursive? Let it be written in cursive.
Roll me an intelligence check. Allie?
I just want all signs to be written in cursive from now on.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, to be fair, they're a mercenary guild. I don't think everyone there can read cursive.
It is written in plain
damn.
common.
It's written in what? I'm sorry, I was so shocked.
Yeah, I could tell because of the support wall that you're leaning on right now.
Oh shush.
She's all shut. She wants to say, don't worry, chat. She wants to say something way worse, but we're on stream right now, so she's just holding herself back. I'll hear it later. Don't worry.
That's not true.
Yeah. So, it is written in plain common.
Plain common. Cool.
Could have made a really dumb joke, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold back right now.
I just want you to know how much restraint I'm doing right now, CJ.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's you are really good at like your drinks, and I have one still there, but I just wanted to have a letter sent out. Do you do that here as well, or do I have to go to one of the?
Absolutely. You know, it's just if you weren't so thirsty, I would be able to do that for you.
But I'm not thirsty. I still have something to drink. I'll get another one soon, but just
Yeah, but
let
that
me
beverage
finish
isn't going to quench the thirst that you need for this to be a successful transaction. This is the beverage. Showing premium again.
Oh, how much do they cost? Does it say?
It is 10 gold pieces.
Fuck.
I don't think I have 10 gold pieces.
How do you not have 10 gold?
I don't have 10 gold.
The fuck? Oh my god.
Okay.
Did you like? Oh my god! You
So
spent all your shit at the store.
I didn't have a lot of money. So there's a problem with that one. I don't have 10 gold.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what a shame.
Seeing
So you're not gonna send
Ellie
my
in
letter?
distress, and go sneak up behind her and slip her some gold.
Why do I see this ending only badly?
But
Yeah,
apparently I know. Thanks, but I. What are the ones that he has on there?
Yeah, so you see premium, you see special, you see regular.
Oh, that's the oh. But is there nothing like nothing below, just those 3 words?
Yep.
Have you guys seen My Cousin Vinny? Or they're at the dinner, and the menu just says breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what it says.
Oh my god.
I demand breakfast for dinner.
Oh my god.
We had
Deny
breakfast dinner. We literally went to go get pancakes at like 4 o'clock.
I don't understand. I don't understand that request.
Are you?
CJ, Mr. Sir,
What? What's the
do
request?
help out in the chat.
And in the game action, deny anything. Oh, I didn't realize. I need to open up a thing. Denying any request. Oh, so Dante, I'm seeing it now. Sorry, man. So when you say deny anything, you mean like if someone asks them to do something, they cannot say no, or they cannot say yes. Can you clarify for me in the chat, please? They cannot deny anything, meaning if someone asks them, they have to say yes, is what I'm understanding.
The game just turned into Yes Man. Cool.
Well, and so we'll continue forward until we see that response. But I'm pretty sure that deny anything is meaning, not being able to say no. You cannot. You can't. The action that is banned is to deny anything. So you cannot deny anything. You have to accept everything.
And how long?
Get
is this
that
game?
premium.
I'm gonna run it for a little bit. I'll let you guys know when it's done.
Thanks, CJ.
Ooh.
Okay. So
it
you look
seems
quite
like I've
thirsty.
I've apparently come into possession of some more gold, and now I can apparently afford whatever that
Premium.
is.
Premium.
Yes. What exactly premium?
A premium beverage to quench the thirst that you need to quench.
Yeah, but like what kind? Is it alcoholic or
Of
is
course.
it non-alcoholic?
This is a bar.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
who goes to a bar and doesn't look for alcoholic beverages?
I'll just raise my drink.
but I still have. I'll just slide over the 10 gold.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, of course. And you said you wanted a letter? Oh yeah, we do that free of charge. Please hand it here.
Just look over to Friggs for a second.
I'm writing in my book. Just writing.
Yeah. I'll take a folded
make
up
a
letter
bourbon,
with
Allie.
it sealed
Make a
and
bourbon.
stuff, and I'll just
It'll be a
slide the-
bourbon, sure.
the letter.
Yeah, so
Let
there's
me
a bourbon.
Just check how
Hands it.
fast to have. Yeah, I have sealing wax. Yeah, it's sealed. It's everything. It's really nice.
Sure. And so,
Yeah.
where do you want this sent to?
I've
Just
actually
reach
written
over
that,
and
and I
grab it.
turn the letter around. See, there's the address, like the place to go.
Oh, I see. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Well,
that,
yeah,
hopefully-
that works for me. Perfect. Then I will take care of that for you. And here's your beverage. Don't forget to take
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, no, thanks. But like you like it'll arrive, right? You'll send that letter off, and it'll arrive. Right? It's really
Isn't-
important.
Isn't that how letters work?
Yeah, but it's
Friend,
super
fix it, friend.
important.
Can you please clarify with me, Mr. Dragonborn, sir? when letters are sent, do they not get sent and then arrive at said location?
I have no idea. I don't
Thank
have
you.
anyone to write to.
See, just like the Dragonborn said, it's obviously true. Just completely overshadowed, just like ignores everything he said.
But just because it's really important, you know, it's an important letter.
Ah.
I trust you with that.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course I'll send it out.
much.
What kind of business would this be? I can't have a negative reputation of not delivering the letters
Oh,
that I'm given.
Yeah, no, Thank you very much. And I grab the beverage.
Hmm.
Whatever it is.
And you, Dragonborn, you have no one to write to. Well, you can write to me. Yeah, sure. But you look quite thirsty.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
You have any more tea?
Tea. Sure.
This is a tavern. Who comes into a tavern to not have an alcoholic beverage?
He's just all like, yeah, I have tea. Okay. What kind would you like? I have this plant and this plant. He just like pulls out two leaves that look basically the same to you.
I'll take that plant.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want this plant and you want that plant?
Hmm. I'll take that plant then.
Wait, no, that plant or this plant? You said that plant already. Do you want this plant or that plant?
How about both?
You mad genius. I'll give this to you on the house. That's an incredible
I like
idea. He brews the liquid. He brews it into a beverage, and he slides it over to you. It smells like a mix of like salt water, cat's feet, and like apple.
Oh my god. Fucking crazy people. Fucking insane people.
I hand him a silver coin as a tip,
Oh, thank you so much.
and then went back to the table.
Okay.
What is happening today?
I'm not sure. It's all planned. So I've planned carefully every single one of these encounters and conversations.
Yeah.
Okay, so party, the three of you are enjoying your time. You're writing books. I think you guys are going to spend some time here, it sounds like, to finish writing your spells. And then
Only
long
2
rest?
hours.
I just need an hour.
Good
Okay.
for you. I'll need 2. Also,
Okay.
what's the premium beverage?
It's bourbon right now.
Ah. So I just like slides it over to Friggs.
Writing down, grab it.
I hope it's a strong bourbon.
I prefer ale, but I guess this does fine.
If I can't sterilize my wound with my bourbon, I don't want it.
Well, if you ask Allie, it was horrible.
Okay, so we'll say that. So then you guys basically need 2 hours to pass by. So it's about 7:30ish, more or less 7:38 at night. By now, you guys can rest. You can try to stay here, or you can go somewhere else. Where would you like to go rest? You do have a spot here because of Allie's connections to guilds. So they will let you. They will allow you to stay.
Did the scribe ever read? Probably not.
The scribe did not arrive.
Is it quieting down around this time? Like, do I get the feeling that he still gonna show up, or probably not?
Well, it's pretty quiet because of the lack of guild members to return that never did.
Oh my god.
So,
I saved a lot of guards earlier, okay?
but not the guild members, yeah. So, so we know where your alliances are. Your allegiances lie.
Well, the
Yeah.
Sahuagin also retrieved at some point. It can't be that bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, on that happy note, then.
So I need gadgets to cast my spells. So I'm gonna go dumpster diving for raw materials.
Okay. So he goes out and dumpster dives for raw materials.
Well done.
Yeah, if you want to actually roll for me, then you can roll investigation checks, please. The two of you, in the
Roll for
meantime,
dumpster
do.
dive.
So yeah,
Heck yeah.
roll for dumpster dive, and while he's doing that, the two of you are copying your spells down.
Yep.
I'm sure that would be the most.
15.
15. Yeah, you collected what you need for the day. Okay. And then the two of you finished. So it's about 8 o'clock. So you're probably going to stay the night here. You are shown to your rooms. The scribe does not show up, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's nighttime. You guys rest. Take your long rest. We are going to take a 5-minute break. I want to normalize like a 5-minute break every hour or so, just because like we can just get up and stretch. I think it's just for like, health and everything, and all the viewers can stretch for a minute too. So, yeah, guys. So we're gonna take a quick 5. Get a drink, whatever you need. Take a stretch. Take a stretch. What on earth is that even? I don't know where my English goes sometimes, man. I don't even like. I just say, and I'm like, does that make sense in Spanish? And then I'm like, no, that doesn't. Tomar. No, that doesn't. No, see, that doesn't even make sense in Spanish. I don't know where I got that from. Anyway, 5-minute break, guys. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to start off at the end of the long rest, and we'll have our players actually roll their HP because they did level up, and I forgot to do it. So we'll do it now. After the break. All right. So, great. So, be right back, guys. We're back. Hello. Welcome back. We took a short break. We are It's a Crit, the D&D streaming party thing group. Something like that. Anyway, this is our persistent campaign into Anterium. I am CJ, the DM. We have Aaron running Friggs, Nettie running Ali, and Chris running Six Fix It down at the bottom there. I don't know why he's hiding. Might be snorting something. Okay.
Excuse you.
And
Okay.
Just a little bit of party powder.
Party powder.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, I'm gonna. That is
Hello.
now something in this
Continue.
world. It is now called party powder. I don't even give a shit.
Oh
I'm
my
writing it down.
As long as it's not cinnamon.
Hey,
That
hey,
was-
what do you got against cinnamon, man?
Oh my god. So we just finished our long rest, and now the players, out of character real fast, are going to roll their HP for level 4, right? Level 4. And you guys will roll on the table. The way I run HP is I do let them take the high average of the dice roll. So they get to roll. And if they roll under the high average, for instance, a D8, my high average is the 5 is the minimum. So if they roll the D8 and they roll anything from 1 to 4, they take 5. If they roll 5 or above, they take that number.
This is just me taking dice out of my bag. It's one of those.
But there's dice right here for you to roll with. This
Those
is
are
the
D20s.
Those are D20s. I need a D6.
God damn it! Yeah, you're right. Why did I think?
It's your hit die plus
Of
your
course.
con, right?
Of course, the D6 is the last one.
Yeah. So if you're on D&D Beyond, it's gonna auto update the con for you. You only need to add what you've rolled. Whatever you roll, you put that into the rolled HP, and D&D Beyond takes care of the con modifier for you. You don't need to add that.
Hey, who wants to start?
Yeah. Which one do you want to go first?
My dice strip is balls right now.
Did you hit the roll button?
No, I'm just waiting for. Okay.
Okay, so we got a 6 on a D6
Wow.
for Friggs, max
Hell
HP.
Damn.
What? Nice,
I will
man.
take it.
Okay, where's next? We'll do Nettie next because we got the camera on Nettie, and then we'll move to
Let's
Chris.
see if we're gonna be disappointing.
All right, Nettie, what you got?
It does not roll. Beautiful. I'm gonna steal the D8.
There, it's going now.
Oh nope.
6.
Another 6.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Then you rolled for me. That's okay. I'll take it.
Well, I
It's better
mean-
than the high average.
Over at the pink.
Over at the pink? Why are you at the pink one?
My dice strip isn't working right now. I'm using
I
someone spares.
Oh, that's weird because I can click it. Okay, doesn't matter. Got it. Go ahead and click it then. Go for it.
Yeah, 34 HP.
Here we go. Here we go. Ah, 4. So
35.
So you'll be taking the 5 high average.
Alright.
All right. I like to be generous to my players.
Damn, the wizard is almost got me in his HP. Damn.
Yeah, I should never have more HP than anybody in our team.
Yeah, like
I
literally.
have
Like,
35 now.
okay, so
35.
you guys can now take a beating, which is great because you're gonna receive one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead. So you guys have woken up.
Are you, though?
You're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. It is now the next day, and I will say it's about 6 in the morning. So it's 6 in the morning. You guys have the whole day ahead of you. What do you want to do now?
We did have an IRL word ban, but I don't know who or what.
Word band. No, we had what? Which one?
Someone. I don't know who. Someone redeemed an RL word ban, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't see that in the activity feed.
Oh my god, it's gone.
Okay.
Who? What? I saw it. Who was it?
Heck yeah.
Like, take my word for it.
Yeah,
Who
I
of
don't-
you
I don't
weirdos
see-
watching.
That I don't see it. Nitty might be on that party powder.
Excuse you. I don't do party powder.
Oh, sorry. Slither soup.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys move forward. You can go to the shops. I think Nettie, you wanted to sell something.
Yes, I copied a spell scroll and now I'm gonna sell it again.
And the last I remember after that, I think the party you guys are gonna be going to what was requested, which was to the guard captain. Hidebreaker had requested you guys go there.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. Then you can head over to the shop together. Because of Friggs knowing his way around cities and stuff, I don't even try getting you lost anymore.
We have someone who knows his way around cities. We have a map. We have aerial view.
Like, yeah, it's... Yep, there goes that aspect of the game for me. Okay. My players have defeated me.
Allie, come over here. Come here.
Fix it. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm there. Yes.
So, I've been taking some notes as well.
Oh, this sounds
Uh,
good.
That's always good.
In character.
I've also I took some notes of how you've been contacting with your patron,
Oh.
work patron.
I've been trying.
Well, I did the same thing, and I contacted your patron, and she and I made a minor pack. Now,
Wait. What? Did you
Eldritch
level up?
Adept.
The feat?
Now I have Misty Vision.
Last time I tried to talk to her, she basically ignored me, but it's good that she responded to you.
Yeah, a few bottles of wine would do that.
Is my owl
you
still
buy
pissed? Is
Kieran
my owl still
alcohol?
sitting with his back to me?
Your owl's chilling right now. Your owl's kind of fine, actually.
Okay, cool. That's good. I was like, my familiar hates me.
Yeah.
My patron ignores me. Whenever I try and talk my way out of a situation, I just make it worse.
So now I can cast silent image at will.
I can do minor illusions at will. And I
So-
make minor
so-
illusion a small. Fix
So
it.
so
on my
fix
head.
it. If you chose her same patron, then yeah, it is a Kirin, which is that like, celestial horse. Like that looks like it's on fire. Yeah. Yeah, and the name is Afrophilia, which you now know in character, so you can just ask me or ask Nettie for the fucking name. It's ridiculous. But anyway. Yep. So, great.
You guys and your packs and your natural magic bullshit.
I have both
You know, that was
artificial
never
and natural magic now.
Ali's plan to be a warlock.
That's fair. That's
It
fair.
just happened.
And we can get into that sometime.
My
Yeah.
statement stands.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the... Sorry, Chris, did you have one more thing you need to add? Or
What was the name of the patron again?
Afrophilia.
It's called Afrophilia. I'll send it to you. Because it's fucking spelled weird as shit. Let me...
I mean, that's really on you.
I know, right? But it was just so
Yeah.
appropriate. Afro... Ew. Guys, can you believe that I actually spelled it wrong?
Yeah, I
You
can.
misspelled your own word wrong?
There you go. So, and I have the little... And, Chris, I have the little accent mark on the I just so you know where to put the stress of the sound. Afrophilia. Good luck on that. It's a weird-ass name. But yeah, okay, so great. So you have your patron's name now as well, or the one you have this little contract with. And the party, you move forward successfully, easily, into back to that magic shop where you guys met the little magic halfling that's wearing the robe that is for a normal 5-6 foot human that just drags along behind him. This is actually the character that Cringe named. I don't know if you guys know. You guys didn't ask for the name, but this character's name is
No,
what
he asked for
Cringe...
it last week.
Did
It
you?
was
Did you?
Bob.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
we
Oh, you
did.
did remember. Okay, good.
Bob.
So, yep, that is so Cringe. That was Cringe. One of our viewers did indeed pay for that. There to put that name into the pool. Bob, the halfling wizard vendor. Thank you, Cringe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So we go. So you guys head out into the shop, and you see Bob. Well,
Bob.
you don't see Bob. You see the top of Bob's wizard hat, kind of just popping around.
Hey, Bob, we're back.
Don't steal anything.
I want a wizard hat.
Why do I feel that was directed
I
at me?
didn't last time, and I will not this time.
It's the welcome. It's the welcome. That's all. Don't worry about it. It's not that I don't
No.
trust you. I just feel the need to say it every
Mm.
time.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm. Can I? Do I believe him? Doesn't that sound genuine? Is he really just?
You can roll an
saying
insight
it
check if you want.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Okay.
Is there something that looks easy to steal?
Yeah, I would actually say that there's a couple things. Plus, with him being so small, he's unable to see all the shelves, which is actually a good question, as you don't see any ladders or step stools, so how does he get them up on the top?
So this is worse than my passive insight.
Yeah, well, I don't use
Right.
passive insight, so nice try.
10.
Mm.
He sounds really genuine today.
Yeah, no, I mean, he doesn't seem to be lying. He just seems like a little strange guy who likes to say that specific phrase for some reason when people walk in.
No, don't worry, don't worry. There's yeah, like I said, I didn't see anything last time. I won't steal this time. Actually, I have something to sell or trade, whichever you'd be more interested in.
Oh, well, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
What is it?
And I put the spell scroll that I bought the day before onto the
And
counter.
he looks at it. He's like, no refunds, no returns.
Oh no! I don't want to return it. I want to trade it or sell it.
Okay,
It's not that it's not a return.
sure. I'll give you
Makes
5
sense,
gold.
right?
What's the spell that you got again?
Gentle repose. See, 5 gold. That doesn't seem right. Do you have any other
That doesn't seem-
ritual spells?
Sorry, I didn't realize you were a vendor of magic scrolls.
No, but I just I know my way around the prices. I've just recently come across
Failed
spell
business,
scroll
huh?
and
I understand.
Sure. Do you have other ritual spells by any chance that we could trade?
Hmm. No. I could sell you some. Full price.
Uh-huh. Sure. I don't have any money.
You do realize that I could also copy that spell?
Yeah, but you
In the
could also copy
future-
that from my spell book.
That's a fair point. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Bob, sir,
Yes?
then I don't think we have a deal.
Why not?
Grab my spell scroll again, because this is worth more than 5 gold.
Well, apparently not.
He knows because he sold it.
Sounds like a fair price to me. Who else is going to give you money for that piece of paper that they don't know how to use?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'll find people that know how to use it, and that will give me either more money for it or a better deal.
Fine. How about I'll give you Speak with Animals ritual spell.
Hmm.
You can finally work out your deficits with your owl.
And then I will... What?
Sorry.
I mean, seeing as I know what you did, because I'm assuming you simply copied it down, right? And now you want to return it, which is why I don't need it. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
you could still
Yes.
sell it to someone else.
Yes. Yes. You're right. You're right. I agree with that. But I'm still going to need to charge a little bit because I have to make a living. So I'll give you this scroll. Speak with Animals ritual. That way you can talk to your friend because it seems like he's not too happy with you. You can see Nox is actually up in the corner of this building now too.
I already talked to him.
Don't steal anything, Nox.
Maybe if you spoke in his language, he would, his natural bestial tongue. Maybe he would enjoy it a little bit better. Maybe he would receive it better.
I already have speak with animals.
So about these items that look easy to steal.
What?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What are they?
There is going to be, let's see, an alchemy kit, an herbalism kit. Herbalism. And let's put glassblower's tools there as well.
Glass blowers?
I mean, you have to put potions in something, right?
That's a fair point. Are they all within, like, how far are they away? How far away are they from me?
It depends. It's not the largest store. I'd say the store is maybe 12 by 12. So it's not very, very big. It's quite small, actually. But, I mean, you could easily walk over there. And there are shelves. Let's say if you walk in the building, there is going to be shelves that the rows are straight ahead of you. So there's going to be a shelf on the very right, another shelf kind of in the middle, and then a shelf behind the counter on the left. They're all going straight forward, parallel as you enter.
So if you're sitting at the desk, the shelves don't block your view at all?
The shelves do. Like, if you're sitting at the register, the shelves do block the view.
Okay. While she's negotiating, I'm just going to kind of walk down the aisles.
Yeah, because there's
between
one
the
shelf that's,
brews.
like, sitting freestanding in the center, basically. And that one blocks the view of the one against the wall, opposite side of the desk, yeah. Because if you sit in the desk, there's a shelf behind you, a shelf in front of you blocking your view, and then another shelf that you can't see. And these items are on that far end.
Okay.
And right now, Allie is standing talking to him, and he is actually behind his desk. So he's distracted not only by Allie, but by the he can't see past it. So it's pretty good conditions, not gonna lie, to steal. And also on that shelf, there are a couple other potions. You see small red potions, slightly larger red potions, one very large red potion, and then a couple others, different colored potions. One of them has a toenail in it. A couple of the others are just different colors, swirling around, some metallic, some clear. All kinds of potions.
Okay.
Cool. And so Allie, so he's just like, all right then. So how about, this ritual spell and, I don't know, 50 gold. That's half the price of the discount bin.
See, the problem is,
Yes?
I have 0 gold.
Then why are you in a store?
Because I wanted to sell or trade something.
Yes, but you want to trade, but in order to trade, it has to be of equivalent value, which it is not, because it is secondhand.
It is not used. it is still in existence, and it is
Yes,
second
but
level.
you have already used it.
It is still there. If I would have used it, the paper wouldn't be there anymore.
But then you could just come
And it
in and
is
sit down. You might as well just
it is
come
a-
into my store and just copy all the scrolls down.
No, because that wouldn't make sense, because I bought this one, so I had the right to use it, but I didn't use it. So now you actually get my money and you get the scroll back. You just trade it for one else, and you can still sell this one.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
actually
but
make profit off
wait,
of this one.
but that's exactly what I just said, because now you're going to take this one and then you're going to go for a day and you're going to copy it down and you're going to bring it back. Roll persuasion.
Nope.
Describe to me these potions again, and
Uh,
like how big are they? The glass.
So there's various red liquid potions. They're different sizes.
Right.
There's one very large one, a couple.
Would I recognize them as potions of healing?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So there's a bunch of small potions of healing. And then there's a couple greater, and then there's one superior.
I'm going to use inspiration, by the way.
You can use an inspiration. I will count that
I
1 point of
will.
inspiration. Okay. And yeah. So there's also a potion that has a toenail in it. There's a couple other potions. Some of them have like sparks of lightning, kind of like looking things streaking through it. Some of them are swirling around like with some metallic color in it, like purplish. Yeah.
How big is the bottle for the one that has the lightning in it?
It's probably fit in the palm of your hand. It's relatively small.
Okay. While I'm behind the shelf, I'll cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And then move it to the shelf behind his counter
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to knock off something to make even more of a distraction while I attempt to pocket this potion that has the
Oh my
lightning
gosh.
in it.
Okay.
Point
Let
of
me go-
order, the bag of holding, is that working yet or no?
No,
Uh,
I'm just kidding.
we never had a chance to activate it yet.
Oof.
We've had an entire long rest.
Yeah, but you still have the bag. You have to come to me.
Oh, well, I didn't know
Oof.
that. Okay.
Wow.
Oof.
I'll be right back. I gotta do something.
Oh, in real life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chris will be right back. In the meantime, you two are causing trouble. So great. Let's go.
22.
22. You rolled what?
22.
What? Oh. Okay.
I have the, oh god, where is it? There it is. I have this new pin. It's a d20 and it's on the 20, and I mean I don't roll 20s, but I rolled pretty high for like, me.
Okay. So he's all But
Okay.
needless to say, I guess it's fine. But how I will reduce the price, but you still need to drop some gold. I'm sorry. It's just
Don't
I know
have
what
any
Well,
it's a sec.
you have friends.
high-
What about your friend in the back over there? Hey,
He's broke. He's
Hey!
And
Eh.
just hey.
why'd you knock
You-
this over? Hey, you in the back.
Can you
Well, how
actually
would
tell
he
that
know?
came from me?
Yeah, you can tell. Hey, why did you knock this over? You're paying for this. You just hear the glass shatter.
What was it? My bad.
It's a small potion of healing. Why did you break this? Your friend needs money too. What are you doing?
I was going to look at it. I got distracted. That's my fault.
But you're on the opposite side of the room. Why did you? You know what? Roll persuasion. Deception. Sorry, deception.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, you're back, Chris.
Well,
Oh my
Come
gosh.
on.
cool.
Oh. All right, fine. Just be more careful. Don't get distracted. But do you have money to lend your friend? She needs money.
No, you get a really intricate spell back, and you still want money for a less intricate spell?
Yes,
Sleight of hand
but
on
fine.
potion.
No.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
Because
Can I get advantage with the
Oh,
distraction?
which
from her?
which potion were you reaching for?
The one with the lightning.
The one with the
That's
lightning.
where I'll
Okay,
roll it.
sounds good.
Can I have advantage with her distraction? With her distracting him?
Yes.
just imagine if I were to come back with that scroll, wouldn't even work. I would get nothing
Jesus,
for that
wow,
because you
okay.
said that. Oh my god!
What happened? What happened?
Because like you said, the value just goes down.
Sleight of hand. That is what was my highest?
Oh god.
13 with proficiency.
Oh no.
13 with proficiency. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna roll for that.
This is gonna end bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll in person though. I don't have the luck that 5e.tools usually gives me. It's my personal luck, which is not very high. Just kidding. Yes, it is. Okay. So.
I'm not very good. Just kidding. I'm amazing.
Okay. So. Great. So he's all fine. You spellcasting girl thing. Fine. I will give it to you this time. But do keep in mind that when you bring this one back, there will be charges.
I just won't bring it back, okay?
Is it? I am the best store for scrolls in the entire city of Port Godgerton.
Okay. I might
Go
bring it.
anywhere else and they're gonna cheat you.
Congratulations.
Cheat you. Sorry. I hate myself. Okay. So. Fine. We can work out a deal. Instead of money, which obviously you do not have.
Because I left it all here yesterday.
Yes, which I do appreciate. Thank you for your patronage. Anyway, so you do not have money, and it doesn't. I don't know if you're gonna get money. Your friend doesn't want to help you pay.
I
You know-
never said that, but all right.
You know, he's obviously he's back there just trying to steal my stuff. So I don't know, why he doesn't want to help
He's
you pay.
what? Uh-huh.
Yeah, you see, when you lift it up, my friend, as soon as you lift up the bottle from the spot, it alerts me. Okay, little alarm system, got that? Yeah, you lift
Well,
it.
you're constantly telling me not to steal, and I just had to test you. I'll pay for it.
I don't think you can afford it. That specific one you grabbed is quite potent.
I'll just put it back and walk up to the front.
Okay. Yep. I'm glad you didn't get your sticky fingers away with that one. Ooh, that would have put me back a few months. Oh, maybe a couple years actually. I'm probably gonna have to move that potion over here. And the little mage hand goes over and picks it up and brings it over to behind the counter. And you see the little flask. It's a circular orb with a couple like runes kind of wrapped around it. And it's the blue with the lightning kind of flying around. But yeah, this bad boy puts me back about 2,000 gold. Can you believe that? Crazy.
Crazy.
But yeah. But yeah, I traded it off an adventurer who was dying and needed a healing spell. So, I took care of him. And I don't know why they decided to come here. They could have gone to the church, got it for free, or at least really cheap. But hey,
Well,
to each their own.
kudos to your alarm system, then. It is well done.
Thank you.
Huh. So anyway, what
Oh,
was
yeah.
the deal?
Oh yeah, that deal.
Mhm.
So yeah, what were you gonna offer me?
You know, the gender repose, the spell, the scroll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and trade for the.
Yeah, the animal hand. Yeah. The speak to animals. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got you. So we
Well-
need to work out a deal so that way I'd like return business, and I think that you're a pretty smart cookie if you're just copying the spells and returning it. Pretty good move. I would do it myself too if I were still adventuring. But okay. So
So you have a spell book. With lots of spells in it.
no.
I guess I'll just come back
Because you
later.
said you were adventuring.
No. You can roll insight with advantage to see if Allie believes that or not.
Did I roll inside?
Yes, both of you can roll insight with advantage to see if you guys can tell. God damn it. Rent a spell.
Fuck.
That's better.
13.
19 with proficiency.
Okay. Friggs, you don't believe her. Him. It's Bob.
I
The
never
host.
believe Allie.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't believe him. He says no, but yeah. Allie, you also don't believe him actually with a 13. Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
It's like blaringly, okay, fine. Maybe I have a book. I don't wear this hat for nothing. This is an enchanted cap, after all. Okay.
Oh.
Slytherin.
And why do you think I wear a robe that is too large for me?
Oh, I thought it was a choice.
Well, judging by your fashion, I suppose I understand why you thought that.
Well,
Just savage little...
I just walk out of the store.
Wait, you don't want to buy something?
Nope, I'm good.
Hey, if you want to do me a favor, I'll give you the spell the potion you wanted.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah. No, you believe it. No, you believe it.
why
We'll
are
just take your
all
last
the
one.
NPCs I interact with such assholes?
To be fair, I didn't help your case much. I tried to.
Yeah, he tried to steal,
Oh.
and so like it was just like a, and he rolled
my
low.
case was lost long before.
I'm just waiting in line behind Ellie.
It's like I'm so charismatic, but it
Also,
just doesn't work.
As he says that, I'll kind of like stop at the door and look back. It's like a deal, you say?
Yeah. Remember, and the potion you grabbed, it's a doozy. I'll tell you all about it if you do me this favor.
That largely depends on the favor, my friend.
Really? 2,000 gold? 2,000. You realize how much money that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could purchase a small army for that.
Still waiting to hear about this favor.
You can't. Yeah, you can. You could purchase a small army for that amount of money. Like you could.
Oh, I believe him.
Yeah, you could for 2,000 gold. I imagine. Like I forgot not off the top of my head. I don't remember what it costs for mercenaries and stuff. But like for like really well trained warriors, it's like 2 gold a day or something. So like, you could buy an army, and that's a knight. You know, like.
That's a lot of potatoes to purchase.
Oh my! There's not even enough. There's not even enough potatoes to purchase with that amount of money. You could not purchase. You would have to purchase all the potatoes in Port Gadgerton, and like even then, I think you would have money.
Heck
So
yeah.
about this favor.
Yeah, 2,000 gold's a lot of freaking money. Especially in my world, gold is a lot of money. Like I like to imagine one piece of gold is about $100. I mean, it's loose
I'm
because it
broke.
depends on how it goes. Obviously, it's very loose. It's not always like $100, but that's like just feel that impact. That's the idea. Because the exchange rate is not the same as it is nowadays. So
I feel the impact of not having any.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, so you're asking a favor. Okay.
I was asking what the favor he's referring
Yeah,
to.
nice distraction about the away from the spellbook, by the way.
Oh, I haven't forgot about the spellbook. Don't worry.
Oh, me neither. He was an adventurer. There must be some really good ones in there. Thanks, CJ.
All right. So
You've given the rogue a thing to try and steal.
yes.
You can copy
Anyway,
all
go
the
on.
non-ritual spells, and I can copy all the ritual spells, and we'll be unstoppable.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I'll use that word, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
anyway,
blah,
this
blah, blah.
favor.
Look, it's very simple. It's a very simple favor. You don't have to do anything shady. I can't leave my shop. No one can take care of it for me, and I don't quite trust anybody with it, as you can imagine. Just like gesturing at everything in the shop. There's a lot of money invested in here. I don't think I can trust a common person with that. So, the favor. All I need is for you to head outside the city gate, and I just need you to bring me back something. It's just a quick, fetch quest, I guess you could say.
And that's
And
worth
what
more
is
than
this
Oh,
thing?
the
lordy.
What do you need?
Well, I guess more so what I really need is like... You're made of ice, right? So, like, you like the water.
No and no.
Are you sure, though?
Like
Because,
the water.
I mean, ice floats on the water, so I mean, it only makes sense. So are you sure you don't like it?
Yeah, are you sure you don't like the water?
I have a shut up, Allie. I have a very love-hate relationship with water at the moment.
Okay. Well,
But this favor of yours, I'm very curious.
okay, there's
as to what
two
you'd
different
like us to
things that
do.
I need. So you can pick whichever of the two to bring to me, and I'll find a way to achieve the other, I suppose.
What if we bring you both?
Ooh, if you bring me both. Well, I'll give you that potion and another something very special. It's a secret. It's a potion I have only in the back. It's under lock and key. That is a portal potion. That one though.
No.
I save that
No
for
portal.
emergencies for myself, just in case someone attacks me and I have to leave.
Known or unknown portal?
Well, I would tell you, but I don't think that I need to.
Let's find out what these things that he is requesting first. Yeah.
I've already given you too much information. Now you know. Now you are aware of the portal's existence, the portal potion's existence.
Yeah, about the information. What did you need?
No, I don't need info. I need materials.
No. Yeah.
I need a black pearl.
Uh-huh.
You can find them along the coast. Actually, they're not common. It's quite hard to find a black pearl, but there's a lot of oysters and clams and whatnot. You could always go find one. But I do need one the size of my fist.
For a
Okay.
halfling,
Big.
that's... Well, he's a halfling, so not
The
as
size
big
of a
as you.
baseball,
Yeah.
probably.
How big are those halflings' hands?
He's got large hands for a halfling.
And this other item?
And the other one, well, it's a special root of a plant that grows along the streams, and you would know it because it lets off a gentle glow, and it has this it emanates this sound almost like a bell, kind of pulsing in and out. So it's slightly irritating, actually, but needless to say, it's a special root. You would know it though. So Mhm.
Friggs Noxput could probably help with that, finding that. Finding that.
Nox then poops
finding-
on your shoulder.
That's fine. That's okay. It's the kind of relationship I have with my familia.
Describe the plant again really quick. Sorry.
So it's green. It has 3 slightly jagged leaves, and well, it lets off a small amount of radiating light, and also emanates a small, or not small, a quiet kind of like bell-like sound almost that comes in and out. It pulses as well. You would recognize it as soon as you were close by, because once you get close, you can hear it. And then when you look around the stream, you'll along the banks of the stream or the river, then you'll probably see it because of the little light that emanates from it. Yep.
Okay. Do we get to know what you need these items for?
I think that it would be fair to not ask questions about people's business, but
Well,
why
it's
do you
gonna
need
become
to?
our business in a minute if we choose to take this on.
Well, no, because I'm paying you for your service. They're just materials that I need for a spell, and you guys are gonna be rewarded handsomely. I think it's a fair trade. I'm unable to leave my shop. That's all. I could go get them myself, but I just don't want to leave my shop unattended.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's why I'm willing to pay so handsomely. I've just been really wanting to cast the spell for a long time, but I'm just unable to because I can't go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Okay. It's probably. I mean, if you have so many such strong spells in your repertoire, it probably makes sense. If you never were able to cast all of them.
Never able to cast all of them.
Yeah, because of components.
No, friend,
or-
I'm making a spell.
Oh, you're making a spell.
Yeah, and
so
I
there's also spells in your spellbook that you came up with.
no, this is the first one.
Oh.
With your 13, you believe it.
I
Yeah.
will accept this offer of yours on the condition that you let me copy this spell, whatever it is, into my book.
Roll a persuasion check.
That is nat 1. Yay. That's a no.
He's all, look, honestly, I would consider it, but feeling the aura of magical ability that you emanate, I feel the only thing you would do is, blow yourself up or something. Probably mess up the incantation or use the wrong somatic gesture. I think that you would need more experience before you were to, be able to cast something of this magnitude.
How about maybe not letting me copy it right away, but allow me to copy it once I've proven I can handle it.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage for continuing to bother.
That's fair.
Come on.
With the 6 plus, where's persuade? Yep, that's a 6.
Gosh darn it.
He's the charismatic one. I just want spells.
Yeah, it's
Wait, so it's a flat
goes
6?
wrong.
Yeah, 6.
6? I'll tell you what. If you complete this for me in the next, I don't know, 3 days, I'll consider letting you copy it in the future. Now, it's not of the essence, and if you need to take longer, I mean, it's not the end of the world. But I feel like it's over your head. But if you show that drive and motivation, then I guess I'd have to consider it again.
Oh, I am not denying it is over my head. I have not been a wizard for very long.
Yeah, I would rather not be responsible for your death.
That is fair.
But yeah, so if you do within the next 3 days, today being the 20th of Bahale. So if you are able to turn this in by the beginning, at the end of the 23rd, or I guess the beginning of the 24th would be fine too, then I'll consider it. I'm not guaranteeing I would let you do it anyway, but it just shows a little bit of motivation, I suppose. Every adventurer needs a hand at the beginning, right?
This is true.
But yes, I also don't want, again, I do not want to be responsible for another death. I mean, a death.
Excuse you?
All right, well, with that,
I nudged the gentle repose over to him.
yes, take your spell.
Thank
Just
you.
remember, when you bring it next time,
Uh-huh.
we need a little bit of exchange, other than just spells back and forth. This is not a rent a spell. Shout out to Dante.
I've never heard of that concept, but I'm pretty sure that could be pretty popular.
Yeah,
You
because
might
it
want
would
to branch out.
no, yeah, because that would screw us over.
Could branch out.
I'll consider it.
There you go.
Maybe you can convince me with at a better time.
Maybe.
Okay, and with that, you guys leave the establishment and you head towards I believe the
Barracks.
barracks.
Yes.
That
Oh,
wasn't
hold up.
That wasn't entirely.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
Wait, what
I've
happened?
been waiting behind the alley this whole time.
Oh, okay. So, did you want to before you left? Did you want to do that?
Yeah. What will you give me for this? And I hand Bob a what looks like a wooden candle.
It looks like a wooden candle.
Yeah.
Pixar does all the weird things.
Wait, it's
I love
like
it.
it's a wooden candle, so it's like the candle stem is not wax, it's wood.
Yeah. What you see here, if you press this symbol on the bottom, it'll emit the odor of lavender.
He's all, oh, can I have a demonstration?
Yeah. I flip it over and press the a purple symbol on the bottom.
And it explodes.
Detonating all the spell scrolls at once.
Oh my god.
No, I use magical tinkering to make a object smell
Ah,
like
yeah.
odor.
Oh,
Got it. Okay, so you chose lavender, and so it does work then.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, wait, what would you want for this? This is incredible. Now, whenever I have a mishap, I can cover the smoke smell with lavender.
Yeah. It's very powerful. It reaches up to 10 feet.
Oh my God! Well, look at how small my building. It's almost the entire thing. I'll put it in the center.
Yeah.
Wait, but what do you want for this?
Something from the discount spell schools.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage. Fix it.
Oh my god.
Heck
That's
yeah.
still a lot of money.
15.
15. Okay, he's God, that's a lot of money, but this is so nice, and I do make a lot of mistakes. It hurts, but fine. Shake on it.
Okay.
Okay.
And
The large-handed
And,
halfling shakes your hand.
Large-handed half.
I don't use a spell book, so I can't copy it or anything.
Oh, well then,
Yeah.
how about? So he
Ooh.
was already reaching his hand into the bin to like grab one, and then you said that he's like, well then maybe this one, since you can't copy it, and reaches over to another one, lifts it up, and so here, take this.
Oh, thank you.
I told your friends before that there were only first and second level spells in this discount bin, but that's not exactly true.
Friends?
Aren't they your friends?
No, I just held the door open.
Oh. Okay. He, like, doesn't even care because the lavender just like just blown away. Okay, well here you are. Well, enjoy, and you are welcome back anytime, my friend. If you have any other fun trinkets, bring them in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I bid you adieu.
Yeah, to turn it off, just push the button again.
Okay. So does it disperse nonstop?
Yeah, once you turn it on.
Ooh, that is incredible. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. What's your name?
You can call me Fix It.
Thank you, Fix It. My name's Bob.
Hello, Bob. I'm Fix It.
Yeah. What?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. All right, so you open up the scroll, Fix It. I don't know. Did you want to check it out right now? You don't have to.
Do it when I step outside.
Okay, you step outside and you see that it is a scroll.
Oh.
It's a bowl.
It's a spell scroll. I'm just gonna say scroll now. I don't even care. I'm sticking with it. It's a scroll of the 3rd level transmutation spell Blink.
Ooh.
The heck.
Yeah, I came prepared.
Yeah, I'll say. It shows.
So Friggs
Have a
gets
good
a
day.
deal to like get some ingredients and get like super amazing
After trying to steal from him, by the way.
thousands of gold potions after trying to getting caught trying to steal. Fix It gets the 3rd level spell scroll from nothing. From a magical tinkering that'll probably, the moment he's like,
But-
I don't want to keep that up anymore, just stop.
But it serves a purpose. It's convincing. It's a good thing that
I'm
this
trying my
character
best
has no...
to be convincing and charismatic, and I have to beg my way to get a 1st level spell scroll, and I get to, and he already threatens me with charges the moment I step back into his fucking store.
Fix It, what'd you get?
Guys, this is how you work 20 charisma into the wrong direction. It goes a far way, but just the wrong direction apparently.
I still am convinced I should have been the high charisma character.
Everything I try to touch just fucking doesn't work.
It's a heavy price of being the Nat 1 Crusader.
You're not either. That's why it's funny.
She's like the prime example of how you make 20 charisma work in the wrong direction.
That's fair. All right. So you guys exit. You guys exit, and then you head over towards the barracks. Again, you are the navigation party at this point. Yeah, you guys
I
can
make
just.
sure to take my owl with me, by the way. I don't let Nox just stay
So
in that
when you
store.
go out, Nox actually does fly down and land on your shoulder.
Cool, thanks. I'll give him a couple of
feels bad for you.
scritches, and then I'm gonna continue walking.
So fix it. What'd you get?
Oh, nothing. Just some insurance.
I mean, to be fair, Friggs hasn't shared his plan, his mission either. So I mean, just saying.
He was there listening to the whole thing. I was outside when you got this deal.
No, not this deal. The previous mission.
Oh,
With a Peabody.
Yeah, about Peabody. Okay, so you guys go to the barracks, and you see Hidebreaker out there just flexing, just. He's literally just flexing. Like, have you guys seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah. Man, I really would just want to go there. Like, hey, we met your sister.
Colonel Armstrong.
Yeah,
I
Colonel
met
Armstrong.
his sister.
Yeah, I know. But like, I want to go there. It's like, hey. Okay, so see him just flexing.
He's just
outside.
flexing. Yep, right outside the door.
Looking good there. Keep it up. It's pretty
Hello,
cool.
welcome back. He's like right up in
Pretty
your face.
cool.
That's why he's just so loud, because he just like gets up in your face and just like.
Hi.
Uh,
Really good.
Captain wanted to see us.
Did she?
That's what you told us.
I'm gonna move a bit back. It's a little close.
You see him look confused for a moment.
You're very loud
Probably.
when you're that up close.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, I think she did. Yes, you are correct, I believe. I am having a hard time remembering.
Why?
Yeah, I took a blow to the head pretty hard there, so
Oh.
yesterday's kind of fuzzy.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I feel you.
Are you feeling okay now, though?
I feel okay. Just
All right.
memory's a little hazy, but feeling good.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
So, I guess you can enter if you need to. Yeah. Sure.
As soon as he says that, I just start walking in.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow.
So you enter.
He's gonna again when he looks just.
Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, so you guys walk through the main hall. You pass by the quartermaster. You pass by the offices. The quartermaster's on the right. The offices are on the left, and you guys go back towards the main hall where you guys met or went, or where are you going?
Towards the office. The
office.
office.
Captain's office, second door on the left. You guys head in, or I guess you knock on the door.
I knock first.
Oh,
before we
okay,
go to
okay.
the door.
I
Okay,
make
you knock
sure
on the
that Fix-It doesn't get distracted by the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you knock on the door. Come in. You hear the captain's voice.
I'll walk in.
Okay.
The big guy said you wanted to see my part, and they're gone.
We're here.
Hello.
Yes. So I believe thank you are I thanks is warranted at this point. Thank you for all of your help and support in the events that unfolded yesterday. I heard reports from Hidebreaker himself last night, and what you did for the town, for this city, is incredible, and we don't have a way to repay you. We never could. But please take this as a token of appreciation for what you've done. And she slides over what looks to be a light crossbow with bolts, a falchion, and also a couple bags of gold.
Use the gold. I can't use either of the other thing.
Yeah. And then she also, you hear some rattling, and she's and this is from me personally, not the city itself. And she slides over 4 potions of healing.
Those those. Thank you. We are very grateful for those.
Of course.
Yep, those are the ones that we like usually.
So each bag is 150 gold.
Look at that! I have gold.
Okay.
Is there anything significant about this light crossbow?
Anything significant?
At least at first glance, I'll identify it later if it needs to be.
You can actually detect a piece of some magic coming from it, and the falchion as well. I guess we'll change the falchion. No, I'm gonna retcon the falchion. I'm gonna make it a short sword, but it does emanate a sort of magic. Heck yeah, retcon DM power. All right.
That doesn't help me improve. Like, I hope you guys can use those.
I can definitely use a short sword.
Okay.
Short sword.
Short sword.
Sword.
I
think you're the only one that can use both those weapons.
Really? Fix-It can't use that kind of stuff either? Okay, well, nonetheless, both of them do emanate some sort of magic, yes. Okay. Wonderful. And it was 150 gold apiece, and you are back to talking to her. So thank you for that. And we suffered some casualties, the city guard and many of the guilds in town as well. Golden Mantles. I don't think we had some visitors from the Holy Blaze Brigade. I'm not sure if any of them survived. But anyway, all the help that you guys gave us, it's great. And Hidebreaker did tell me that you were the ones to stop the Sahuagin leader, Harkoa.
Yeah, his name is Harkoa indeed.
Yeah, that was all her, and I'll gesture to Atlee.
Well, she looks to you, and she extends her hand out and grabs your forearm with her hand. Like, is that really like closer handshake?
Mm-hmm.
It's very firm. She squeezes quite tightly. She looks right into your eyes. Yes, she looks right into your eyes, and she's just all, "We owe you debt that we can never repay. And if there's anything that I can do as guard captain within my power, I will do it." So part of you guys, Allie, you have gained a favor from Katrine Wheatflow, the captain.
Oh my god.
Which is a a non-tangible reward. So it is a thing, right? So that's something you should probably write in your inventory or something, so you remember you have it, because it's an exchangeable thing. Yeah.
Captain Wheatflow.
Yes, Dragonborn.
We've also got a visual of some outside help with Captain Holakoa.
Yep.
I extend my hand to the corner of the room and cast a silent image on the two dark elves and the blue elves.
Oof! Yes, the Magus of Galasine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Divdrin and Dillife. Yep.
Yeah.
These two were helping out the Cerulean, trying to take over the town.
They were cooperating, you say?
Yeah.
Possibly they were the ones that actually were the reason why the Sahuagin were doing this in the first place. And from what we gathered from Harkoa, there is even more behind that, and it's pretty terrifying.
I see.
And you be careful. They have access to something called blood magic, and I show an image of everyone when he was being controlled.
Embron. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine now.
He's as okay as he can be in the care of
Sinari.
Sedona Sinari.
Donut.
I was like,
He's-
"Sir."
In the worst position as we speak.
Ah. Well, then he's physically fine. But Emron has a reputation, let's say. And Sonari would be the one to reel him in. So it could be good for his character as well.
Sure.
Maybe he'll finally learn to calm down and focus on the important things. She kind of just smirks.
Okay. Okay.
What's the
Oh, hey guys.
status on?
Oh, Gonza gave us a hydrate by everyone. So, yeah. So, make sure you guys have water or drinks or something for the love of goodness. Do not be
I've
starving
gone
your
through
bodies.
4 bottles of water.
Awesome. Gonza, thank you.
Started.
Thank you, because, yeah. Talking as much as we talk, like, you get distracted and then you just don't drink anything. Although I do drink tea like a freaking whale. I don't actually know what that means, but that's all I had. Okay, so...
You inhale water.
that's it.
Ah.
I knew there was some reason that my mind went there. I just wasn't sure what it was. Okay. Yes. So,
So, what is the status, if you don't mind us asking, about Peabody?
Peabody. Peabody. Well, I had other pressing matters to discuss, but I suppose we can talk about Peabody. So Peabody, he's come to more or less the blow to the head that he received, and that amnesia does seem to have passed. He is back to being. She kind of just like looks around. His normal self.
An asshole.
Thank you. I am under an obligation to not say such things, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yes. He is still in the prison, back in the main hall. If you head out down to the left, did you need to speak with him?
I
mean, he
was
may-
just curious as to how he was doing.
Well, he may have more information about what's going on, too, if his amnesia's passed.
We should ask him.
But and another matter that we need to attend is the fact that the Duke is still gone. He's been gone for at least a day and a half now.
Have you not found any information on him?
We do.
Oh.
He was taken by
Why?
boat.
That leaves
And
open ocean?
some of the...
Were you
Well,
still planning on sending
luckily-
another search party out for that?
We do plan to send the search party. Emron was supposed to lead that search party. However, I think he's been tied up. Or
Yeah.
tied down by now, maybe. I'm not sure.
I have
Regardless.
to, sorry.
Regardless, I think that it might be something for another group. I need someone that I can trust, and at that point, after everything you've shown me, it's you. There is a report from one of our scouts with their familiar. We have various islands off the coast, and they think they found a ship.
Oh.
There's a small island, not too far. It's about half a day's travel. And it's been abandoned for a long time. It used to be used by smugglers. About a century ago. But when I took over, some years back, we cleaned it out. It might be a good starting point.
You said a half a day's travel for character knowledge.
About half a day's travel by boat, yes.
Okay.
Not too far out, actually. And if the reports are true, then that's our chance to find the Duke and save him. Would you be willing to do that for me? If not for the city, then for me.
I don't see why not. And I'll just kind of look
Yeah.
to the other members of our party.
Like we've been at this already. I mean, we're kind of involved now.
And if you save the
And-
Duke, I'm sure there's a reward. The Duke himself could pay. And the city would also reward. Saving the leader.
That
That-
would be really good.
Duke Rolf is a visionary. I feel that he's going to fix the city.
Hmm.
Under his leadership, we can grow and become something incredible. And she just kind of
Well,
like drifts off into the clouds.
Okay,
Sorry.
Captain.
Yes, sorry.
From what we've heard, he is upstanding for a noble, and especially compared to And I just kind of gesture to the prison cell.
Okay. And she looks over to when you gesture over to the prison cell, that's where Friggs is standing. And so she's just like
The count.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
From
Oh,
our
sorry.
experiences.
I was confused for a moment.
No, he Anyway, so we definitely are involved in the city's in what's going on already.
Yeah.
So I would definitely. I feel like we need to help.
Very well. Then, as soon as you've made preparations, any other things you need to gather, information you need to seek, well, take care of it, and the boat is ready for you. There's already a crew and supplies. Stop by the quartermaster if you need weapons or armor. And
Has there been any more updates about the missing people, or is that stopped? Or
the missing people? No more reports have been. After defeating those disgusting creatures, we haven't had any more reports. But you have to understand as well, we've been stretched thin these last few days, so we're not exactly. It's been difficult to keep our information network running.
Of course.
So I can't say for sure if they've stopped, but nothing too obvious yet, at least.
Right. So we should. So what do we have to do? We're gonna talk to the Duke, try and find out. There's more to his information pool than what we had so far, which was not a lot.
Well, if you spoke to the Duke, then I hope you would already have saved him.
Sorry,
He
that
meant
was
the count.
Nettie. Screwing that up. I meant the count.
And that's the DM just being a dick.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay. So, yeah, Count Peabody, well, maybe he has more information.
And then we
It-
should probably go back to the Golden Mantles once more. I'm waiting on some information there. And then, yeah, we should be able to get ready rather soon, right?
Very well. Then you
Right.
have unrestricted access to the Count. I trust in your party.
Thank you. We we appreciate that.
Of course.
I'll just take the items and kind of bow and thanks, and as we make our way out, we'll be making our way over to the Count now. I'll look to Allie and fix it. Are we heading there now,
Yeah.
or are we wait?
No,
Yeah,
let's get that over with. Let's see what we can find out now.
And while we'll do that, I'm gonna leave you with this lovely image. I'm gonna change my silent image of everyone being tied up and walk out.
So now he's just tied up. And she's all, so in the meantime, I'll investigate these two in the robes. And if you find out anything, bring the information back. We can see what we come up with. Because if those two are involved, what did you say they were? Just two drow?
Oh yeah, right.
Out of character, you guys. Fixit only said that they were drow. He didn't say they were Magus of Galasine.
No, did he say they were drow? Didn't he say that
Is she
they were
asking
He said dark
mages?
elves. She doesn't know anything about them.
She's asking what races they are, or what they're what.
Just what information you guys are willing to share what they are. Yeah, she doesn't know anything about them other than they're dark elves, because that's what Fixit said.
Yeah, they are mages of Galasine. I do know that. I did meet them before everything happened over at the Blaze of Jellyfish.
Wait.
Most
She
I'm
looks
Just
down and
showing
she's
what
all,
I saw.
I did see them there as well.
Yeah.
Before the explosion, before the
Mhm.
Duke was kidnapped.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they made some sort of comment that alluded to the fact that they knew what was going to happen was about to happen.
Wait. But how would you know that? You weren't there.
Full disclosure, I was invisible trying to find him, and I looked to fix it, who was
Oh. I don't quite understand, but that's fine.
She must have seen Fix-It. Because the Count brought him in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, she was at the table, yeah. So she was on the opposite side of the room. So maybe at a glance. But but the two Magus of Galasine were sitting at the table next to the Duke's table. So they were right there.
So I believe that the first place to look in your investigation would be the Magus.
Suspicious. I didn't hear any reports of these guys coming in either.
And,
well, I suppose we can't see everyone that enters the city. It's quite large.
Yeah, from what we've heard, they plan to convert the whole city into their belief to Galasine instead of followers of Galasine instead of
Gadgerton.
Gadras.
Instead of Gadgerton, it would be Galasinton. How terrible that sounds.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem about all of that.
Sorry, I apologize. No, yes, there are other pressing matters. I just sometimes get distracted.
It can be a lot.
Well, then it sounds like these two are quite dangerous and that we need to deal with them quickly before they're able to enact whatever sinister plans they have.
For some reason, I have a feeling that we'll meet them when we're looking for the Duke.
Yes, it could be true. Very well.
And do be cautious. I animate the two mages like pulling out those potions that made them disappear, and tossing them on the floor.
No.
Oh, what are these?
That's what they used to escape,
Oh.
And I showed them like tossing on the floor and then disappearing.
Oh, like the image doing that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh. That must be some high-level magic. They appear to be quite potent spellcasters. Be wary.
Yeah.
I can't send normal guards against them then. We'll have to enlist the help of the guilds. If they survived. Well, this is all a lot of information, and I understand. So, please, the Duke can't be.
Yes.
We must save him. It's of utmost import.
We'll try, but first the Count. Let's go.
Of course. All right. So the party will head out. We're gonna take a quick 5 then, just for health and stretching. And my legs asleep anyway, so I think that it's a good idea to just get our break in there. So we'll be right back, you guys, in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. We're back. Hello.
Hey.
We are. It's a crit. I lost myself. I looked at like I don't know why. Like I get so distracted in those moments. But anyway, welcome back to It's a Crit. I know. Welcome back to It's a Crit. This is our persistent campaign Into Anterium. I am CJ, the DM for this campaign. With me again is Aaron running Friggs, the Ice Genasi Wizard Rogue. We have Nettie running Allie, who is indeed a Drow Warlock, and Chris running Six Fix-It, which is a Dragonborn Artificer. Artificer? Artificer. 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 Artificer.
Christopher.
Artificer.
I make danger weapons.
Yes.
I like saying Artificer because it's easier for me to say, but it might actually be
Rolls of the
Artificer.
tongue.
Yeah.
No,
Artificer just
sounds
sounds.
wrong.
It sounds weird,
Artificer
but like
is like rolls of the tongue.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna say it that way. I don't care.
Artificer is because I say it like that just because it sounds wrong on purpose.
Oh,
Fair.
See.
Chat can let me know if you want. Okay. Anyway, in the meantime, so we just came back from a break. We are out. The party is now going down to talk to Count Peabody to see what information he may have regarding this whole situation. And then they'll be heading off, hopefully, to maybe save the Duke. We'll see. God, this is such a good time for the poll.
Yeah.
Where it would be like, will Friggs murder Count Peabody now or save it for another time? That kind of thing. Gonza, you can actually make polls if you do /poll, P-O-L-L, you can actually make a poll. I mean, I think it's too late now. I should have asked you to do it earlier, but
Anyway,
anyway.
the future.
Yeah, that's cool. So in the future, great. So, is it a pole? Wait, is it not a pole? It's not a pole. It's a.
No,
There's another term for it. It doesn't matter. Regardless, you guys are walking back, so you go back into the back hall. There are plenty of city guards walking back and forth, and so when you come out of the office, the main entrance is down the hallway to the right. You know, the quartermaster and the cafeteria are there as well. Looking to the left is a little farther up ahead is the door that leads in, or it's a doorway that leads into that main hall, that gathering chamber. And then again, when going into the gathering chamber in the very back to the left is where the door is to the prison going down into the cells. So the party heads that direction. There are no guards at the door, and you have free access to head in.
While we are walking to Count Peabody's cell, I want to keep an eye out for anything that may or may not detect magic.
Okay, you want to know if something in there will detect magic being used.
Yes.
Roll Arcana.
Do you tell me the plan?
I don't have a plan yet. I'm merely just scouting.
No. Do you tell me the plan that you want to keep your eyes open?
Sure.
Guidance.
Okay.
I feel like I haven't used guidance in like 2 sessions.
That's a nat 20.
Oh damn! Never mind.
You are beyond a doubt. There is nothing here that detects magic.
From her office, like the entire place down to Count Pot.
That is correct.
Peabody's.
There is nothing set up in this area, in this building, that you could, in the whole freaking building, that detects magic.
Wow, that's
to
really
know.
good, well secured barracks, huh?
The city
I
guard
don't think I've
barracks.
seen a wizard around here at all.
I mean, they needed to ask around for someone who could spare the dying. So
Yeah, they contract with the guilds. They don't have any in the
good
city
to
guard.
know.
Yeah, you have not seen any city guard members who seem like spellcasters. All of the city guard look like martial based people. Yeah.
all right.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay, so you guys head down the steps. Again, it's pretty deep, and with torches lit on their sconces, and you enter the main door, where all the cells are. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's no
Up
one
to the
around,
cell?
not at a glance. So you can
That's
go up
really
to the
odd.
cell. Yeah, there's no one around.
And then again, it's just Peabody. So what's he supposed to do, huh?
Yeah. You come down and it smells quite musty, It's poorly lit. I mean, it has the torches on the sconces, but they're in really awkward positions, so it's not very well lit. Like, whoever engineered where the sconces go was not thinking about illumination very well, or they're just not good at their job.
You said the doors to the other cells are like not see-through, but they have like the slit to see in the
That's
room.
correct. All of the cells have only the slit to look through. None of the cells are visible with bars. None of them have bars.
Are any of the slits open as we're walking through?
All right, no, they're all closed.
Okay.
Can we hear anything from the other cells?
You can hear some groaning. Yeah, there's a couple. Let's say there's about. Oh God. Okay. There are. I can tell you exactly how many. There are 8 cells. And so Peabody is in the cell, let's say, so if there's 4 on each side going forward, he will be in the third one going from the left. Third one down. Not the very last corner cell, but the one before that. And you hear groaning coming from other sides, other cells. Yep.
Third one on the left.
Yeah. And so you hear groans coming from the right side. And other than that, you don't hear anything coming from Peabody's direction. So, yep.
Let's see if he's alive, awake.
Sure.
I'm not Friggs, does any of you know what to do? I've never done anything like this. How do you approach that? Do you just open the door?
I walk up to his door and open the slit to see if he's still in there.
You do see someone laying on a bed. The room itself is dark. There is a, however, torch right on the wall of his wall. But the torch is
On our
shining
side?
towards you, on your side, shining towards you. So it's really hard because especially the light is so bright right in your face. It's hard to see into the darkness of the slit. But you think you see a figure in there, yeah.
I'll grab the torch from the sconce and then kind of like hold it up to the window to see if I can get a better view into there to see who's laying on the bed.
Yeah, once you move,
Right.
yeah, once you move it, it does.
Alright.
Yeah, you're able to see in there. It looks like a humanoid, definitely in size. Yep, it looks like it could be the count.
But I'm not 100% sure.
It's just really hard to see. Yeah.
I do the somatic and verbal and whatever components to cast dancing lights in there.
Okay. Yeah, you see it's Count Peabody.
That works too.
It's also not that freaking bright.
Yeah, sorry. So he probably knows that we're here now because there's fucking light in his room.
Yeah. He doesn't move.
I mean, it's weird glowing orbs.
He doesn't move.
No, doesn't respond to you guys.
I'll knock on the door to see if he reacts at all.
Okay, you knock. No response.
No movement at all.
None at all.
Is he breathing?
Roll a perception check. See if you can see from here.
I should have guided myself. I'm an idiot. Okay, perception 14. So that's
What you got?
17.
Yeah, you could see. It's
Perfect.
very, very light breathing. Yes.
I kick the door to make like sound. Good.
Okay, you got quite
Oi!
Wakey, wakey.
Oh,
Bye.
go away.
No. And I
Just
kind of nudge Frakes to like, do you want to go in there or like?
We have some questions for you, Peabody.
no. I have nothing to say to you.
You don't even know who I am.
I don't have anything to say to anyone. That's why. Go away.
Oh, you might want to be more cooperative.
And you might want to be less of a piece of shit.
Hey there,
Coming from
Peabody.
you?
You remember
Coming from
me?
you?
God damn.
And he looks over. He's all, and he hears the voice, and he runs up to the bar. Out of the way, Drow. Are you there, Dragonborn friend?
Hello,
Probably not
Daniel
punch him.
Peabody.
That's not.
How are you well, friend? Are you harmed?
No, I'm fine.
Please, that's wonderful news. Please, will you help me get out of here? I can reward you handsomely. I'm a count.
You are such a fucking piece of shit.
No, that's what you are. But
No, you
Dragonborn,
don't even pay your own fucking employees, your own guards.
that is a lie. Where did you hear such?
I'll
Rubbish.
I'll use message to spell message to tell Allie. Wait, is message like? Do I have to verbally say what I say?
No, I think it's only. I think
It's-
only
it's
we,
mental.
like only the recipient
Okay.
hears it.
So I'll tell her with message. It's like, don't let on that we know more than we have to let on that we know.
Just kind of like, you know, you hear things, lots of them.
Oh.
We've heard things about you.
And you've been to my home.
Have we? Like I said, we've heard things about you.
Little deception.
Oh, come on, Maddie. I'll use my last points of inspiration. Also, I'll guide myself. Fuck it.
I was literally like, don't let him know that we've been to your home. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
literally.
hearing things is a legitimate source, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Just saying.
Ooh.
That's once again an awful
Oh
start
my
to a deception roll of mine. Jesus fucking Christ. I need a d4. Where's... Okay, this is
Oh
not
my
lost
God.
yet. Roll... Okay, oh god. Okay.
Eight?
So that's
Oh,
6
okay, eight.
plus 2 from my inspiration is 8.
Hey?
plus my proficiency in deception is a 15. I somehow got a 2 up to a 15.
Damn! That is impressive. I'm gonna give Aaron a point of inspiration.
What? You're welcome, Aaron.
He's all.
Just want to burn his ass, honestly. I just want to like take a fucking fireball into his face. That might be Nettie, though. I'm not sure if that's Ellie or Nettie, honestly.
so he's all. I didn't think the rumors would spread so quickly. Well, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about.
Sure.
Anyway, Dragonborn.
Yes.
Yes. Help me get out of here. Regardless of what rumors you've heard, they're all false. I have a way to pay handsomely if you can release me from here. Please.
Oh?
If you find me a way out, I kind of looks back at the other two. No, not you two. Get away. Just you. Just you.
No.
Dragon, I have to tell this. This has to be a secret between us. I can't tell you if they're there.
I put Nox on Fix's shoulder, and I step back and I put my hand on Friggs' shoulder, and I just kind of tap into Nox to listen.
Yeah, look, if you get me out of here, I can make you a count. And with it, all of the privileges and power that come with that. When I take Duke. What do you say? I'll swear on my life.
Take the Duke, you say?
Once I become Duke, you release me. I will make you a count. You can take Elmlight Keep. It will be yours. And as Duke, I will have power to decide which counts to send resources to first. Who to support in the politics of the realm.
Well,
I will support
you see
you.
here. We've been hired to save the Duke.
But what? And if you see, then this is perfect. You don't need to release me now. You can go. I'm assuming the Duke is, let's say, far away from here by now.
Say that we find a Duke, but we might be
Too late.
But we do need to find him first.
I could perhaps help you find him, and upon you finding him, it was simply too late. And if that's the case, then when released, I have my method to become Duke, and then I bestow upon you the nobility of Count. And you and all of your children in the future will then carry that title. You will be nobility. You will have power, land, resources, and most of all, money.
I'll send a message to fix it through my spell and say, find out where the Count is.
The Duke.
Find out.
God, you guys.
Find out where the Duke is.
He's all, I think the Count is here. He's all...
Find out where the Duke is. Lie if you have to.
And viewers, just so you viewers are aware, like, there's always I have a story written that I keep, obviously, as a DM, you know, we got to keep that going. But whenever I offer players things like this, it is real. I mean, maybe this Count is lying or whatever, but if the players were to choose this kind of path, like, I, as a DM, am ready and willing to roll with whatever. This story is a story that I have written, however, it's mostly I create the environment, and this is a story for the players. So if these players decide to do something crazy, I'm gonna roll with it.
But remember, he has the story written.
The story is written, but I can write more story and integrate different things in different ways. You just got to be ready to roll.
I just thought it was hilarious that you said that like 3 times. I have the story written, you know? The
Well, 'cause-
story that I have written.
Well, because
I have the story written.
Oh, because yeah, I guess I didn't have to say it that many times. But the point is that I was just trying to emphasize the fact that even though this exists, the possibilities are still endless and open. I think that's cool.
You know, now you spoiled the mystery that this might have been your story all along, and now you're just like, I will adapt.
Yep. And maybe I've said that. But now, as a DM again, nothing I say is like take it at face value with a grain of salt because you never fucking know. I love it. I love myself so much.
Find out where the Duke is. Lie if you have to.
Yeah. Anyway.
Tell you what. It's too soon to break out. But if you help us find a Duke, we'll help you find a Duke. Be the Duke.
I'll let you roll persuasion on this one.
Okay.
Because I think your
Is
your persuasion. I think yours is higher, isn't it, than your deceit, deception?
I have 0 on both.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I thought that. I was trying to give you an advantage, but okay. Well, yeah, roll
You
perception
could just
then.
give him advantage.
I could do that. Yeah, and I'm going to. Yeah.
I was trying to give him an advantage without giving him actual advantage, you know?
Hey, yep, that's basically what I was trying to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
And you're going to use
I'm
2
gonna
points of
put
inspiration?
Inspiration. Yeah.
two?
Ooh, damn.
2 for the +5. All right, we're burning 2 points of inspiration
Right.
for a +5 to this roll with advantage. Damn, you really want this to work.
My dice strip. Ass.
Yeah, the dice strips are kind of
I
iffy
don't-
today.
That's okay. We will be, and just announcing, we will be switching to Foundry VTT, Virtual Tabletop, relatively soon. So then we don't have to worry about that dice strip.
16.
Well, good thing you added all that stuff. Rolled an 11 and a 10. Okay, 16. I'm actually going to have Count Peabody roll Insight. He's a commoner, though, so I mean, like...
Not 20.
I'm not going to tell you.
So yes.
Okay, very well then. I will tell you what I know. I have associates, and the associates promised me dukedom if I helped them with information and access, so they could take the Duke. Because the Duke was causing some problems for them, let's say. I don't know what you believe, but I am an avid believer in Galasine. Why worship a weaker deity when you can worship the Master? There is an
I agree.
island not too far from here. By boat, I would say between half a day and 1 full day. The waters are relatively calm. There are reports of creatures there, but there are always reports of creatures everywhere because people are afraid and fishermen are fearful. Wretched beings. Ugh, commoners. Yes. Do you have a map?
Oh, yes.
So-
Here you go.
When I give you this information, again, you'll release me once you've found the Duke.
Yes.
And we can work together. All you need to do is convince the captain that I am innocent. that I was nothing but a victim, a puppet of those creatures. She'd have to let me go.
Oh, do not worry. I'm quite an expert of forging stories.
That is a quite useful talent, especially when you reach the noble realm.
How was I supposed to escape the underdog?
The underdog, huh?
Mm-hmm.
With a title such as Count, nobody will look down on you, regardless of your origin or background, friend. You will be respected, feared, loved by all. Very well, it is here. And he points on the map to a small island off the coast, about anywhere between half a day and a full day, depending on conditions. This is where I was told he was being taken. He's going to be there for about a day and a half or 2 days, and then they were going to sail off. Their plan was to throw the scent off. Because if the guards followed them immediately after being captured, one would assume he was being taken far away quickly. But if they lay low, then they avoid the patrols and their pursuers.
Excellent.
On this island, it's because this island is made in a way that there's a cove that acts as a natural dock. However, it's hidden. Hard to find. Unless you know. It used to be used by smugglers 100 or so years ago.
And I'll
Up until just a
I'll
few
make sure-
years ago. I used to work with
I'll
the
make sure to
pirates.
talk to the
Yes.
I'll make sure to talk to the captain about this, and I point to a completely different island.
Good. He kind of just winks. Good. This captain is not as easily bought as the previous. Her dedication to the Duke is unnatural. But nonetheless. Well then, I wish you luck, friend. Your name again? Future Count?
Fix it.
Oh, and it does that not sound so glorious. Count, fix it. Oh. It's like butter, just rolls. Imagine it, friend. Soon it will be yours.
Alright. I have to go. Spend too much time here.
Of course.
See you, Livy.
C'est la vie. And he goes and lays down. Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Let us follow, fix it out.
All right. I don't know if the players
So-
remember, but his voice was very different before out in the tavern.
Yeah.
You guys caught that? Okay.
As
I'll
as as
turn
we,
it.
as
You guys all just like.
I mean, I'm still standing there, honestly,
Oh, you're still standing.
contemplating if
Okay.
I should burn him just a teensy bit.
I'll send a message to
Let's-
Ashley. He's like, he'll get his just desserts tonight. I need your help.
Who are you telling?
Allie. through the message spell.
I wonder if he would survive a mind sliver. I just want him to experience a couple nightmares.
Maybe.
It's a D6 and I
Oh.
usually roll pretty low.
Then he'll be brain dead, as if the wounds from the organs came in.
Fine. And I follow them out. But not after like turning off the dancing lights and just closing the fucking slider thingy.
Sure. Okay.
What the
Well, good job, everyone.
Fix it. That was very good.
Always come prepared.
Okay.
Every
So
room is an escape room when I'm in it.
what? Just
What?
it's just. You know.
Fix
Like-
it. Don't ruin this. Fix it. Fix it. Don't ruin it.
It's like, hey, good job. Yes. What?
Okay. All right, party. So, you guys head up out of the prison cell area, the prison block, let's say. All right.
Yeah.
Um.
To the captain.
Okay. Back to so where are you guys headed now? There's the captain. There's the quartermaster. The dock. The boat is waiting for you whenever you're ready. Again, the captain did say.
Actually, I'll leave Nox in the cells down below so that when we walk away, I'll keep a hand on Freg's and walk with him.
Okay.
And listen if the Count says anything to himself or has any communication options to somewhere else. Just
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to miss anything.
Sure, he's mumbling.
Can I try and listen what it is? My
Yeah,
owl's just like
yeah. Roll perception. Does he have? I think he has. Oh no, he has advantage on sight, huh? Or hearing too.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Okay.
and hearing.
Okay.
Uh
I would just say that it
Yeah,
echoes off
yeah,
the walls.
hearing
It'll be
on sight.
easier. Okay, perfect. An advantage it
Yeah.
is. Go ahead.
Cool. Let's see. If I can. Oh, the other way. Excuse you, dice. Can you roll? So there was one,
Mm-hmm.
and oh god.
Nice.
Okay, that's an. Oh gosh, what does
Mhm.
my owl have?
What you got?
That's an 18.
18. Okay. You hear him mumbling, and he seems to be mumbling. I'm finally getting out of here. It's gonna work. I will be Duke, as they promised. They promised me, and it's gonna be true. Oh, this dragonborn will be counted. It'll be close to me forever. Yes. Oh, yes. It will
That
work.
is-
It will work.
Having a sudden chill down my spine. I was gonna start walking faster.
I'll just snap out of Nox and I'll poof Nox away. And just, that guy is crazy. I think he's getting off on the thought of having a dragon.
Oh, fuck.
It's like a little dragon.
I can't hear you. I'm going.
I can hear you walking faster.
Okay. So yeah, you guys
Ali
do.
is scarred.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to listen, so.
Could have been anything useful, you know. No.
All right. Oh yeah. You could. Your eyes look glassy as fuck right now. And you just like you look traumatized, like genuinely traumatized by the. Oh my god.
I mean, I have actually tears in my eyes right now.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right.
My poor owl.
Okay. Yeah. He was just
thing,
forgiving you too.
I don't think he had to. I don't think he had to listen to that if I listened through him. I'm sure.
Okay. So yeah, you guys move forward. Again, where do you want to stop, or are you heading straight to the boat?
Should we check in with the captain real fast and give her the updates, or should we just go to the Golden Mantles real quick? I really want to check in there, like for a quick second.
Let's see what the captain has to say.
Okay.
And then we can head to the Golden Mantles to prep, and then possibly,
So-
if we can, head out first thing tomorrow morning.
I think
What
we
time
should
is it right now?
try-
It is right now. It is 7:51
PM or
a.m.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, we should try and head out today because time is pressing.
I was thinking it was later in the day.
You know, we just got up earlier. I think
Yeah,
we
you
got up
guys-
super early.
Yeah, you guys got up at 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's go back to Captain Wheatflow.
So you head back into the office, knocking, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Always knocking,
That's what I assumed. Okay.
at least for me anyway.
Same.
Okay. Yeah, so you knock. So come in. And you could hear her scramble to sit down.
That's us again.
Ah, yes. Forward. Come in.
Oh, miss.
I take a look around. Can I see if she was trying to hide something when we approached? If she was scrambling to sit down?
Yeah. Roll insight. I guess it would have been perception. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
Insight would have been a 4.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, you know, she doesn't look like she's being shady, according to you. You know, just like really weird that she was scrambling to sit down. Must have been up to something, but
I think I left tied up everyone in there.
Okay, between that mental image and what
Okay.
what I just heard from the count, I'm done. I'm done for today. Allie is done. Allie's done. Nettie is done. We're done.
Oh god. Yeah.
So, we have information.
I quit.
Yes.
Um,
Report.
on the Duke.
I just gesture to fix it because he has all the information.
He has
And
a
wh-
map.
What's the information?
Should I tell the truth?
Well, I would hope so.
Fix it. Show her the map.
Alright. I pull out the map and I show her the real location of where Count Peabody pointed to.
A point of inspiration to Chris for being the first one to get the right level of nobility.
Choose you.
That's fair. We fucked it up like all fucking sessions.
You know, I think I
It's
will
an-
give a point of inspiration to Nettie for the trauma that she had to suffer today. Just as
Pity
compensation.
inspiration.
Yeah, pity
take
inspiration. Hey.
I'll take it.
I got one for you doing something, so that's fair.
Okay,
I know it's fun, right?
go ahead, fix it. What's up? Mhm.
There's a natural cove here where smugglers used to use a while back.
Oh, yes, that's the location that I had mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cleared out the pirates and smugglers when I took command some years back.
Yeah.
Well,
I
then
know.
that confirms it. Then the reports are true. He must be there. You can find the Duke. You can save him.
Yeah.
I was... At first, we were going to send out all of the patrol boats as far as we could in all directions to try to cut them off, but I had this inkling, this strange feeling that they were smarter than that. And I'm glad we found this information and corroborated with the Count's information. Then how did you get it out of him? He was so uncooperative with us before.
Really just. Ugh.
I'll send him before he answers. I'll send a message to fix it. Don't tell them or don't tell her that you lied that you were gonna let him out.
With the right amount of image, you can leverage anything open. You don't want to know.
Okay, William Turner.
He's out. Well, as guard captain, I think I do want to know. He becomes more stern. He becomes more stern.
He's
I'm
very
glad you
into
got the weapons.
Dragonborn.
Well,
He's
share what you
very-
know.
He's very, very fond of Dragonborn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
I suppose I do know enough then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Interesting.
Mm.
She just also shifts
Anyway.
around, looking uncomfortable. Kind of shoots a glance over at
Anyway.
Emeron.
Oh. So should we then?
So,
should
about
we?
the
should we?
boat.
Oh.
The boat is in the. It's at the dock. One of the city's naval, the city guard naval docks. You can join the boat there. They will be waiting for you. They're waiting for whoever brings, whatever emissary I send. They are waiting for the party that I send. It will be you. Here is the letter to board. He hands over a letter, a note, sealed with the city guard's captain seal, or what you can assume is the seal of the city guard captain.
She gave us. This is just for.
She did.
remember.
She did.
She gave us something that has her sigil on it.
Her.
She
Yeah.
did.
Her literally. She just like took it
Yeah,
off.
she literally tore off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do have the guard captain's sigil itself, but she's also handing you this letter.
Okay.
Oh,
It has just a wax
Frick's-
seal of the guard captain.
Frick's gonna have it.
Oh yeah. So then actually you do know what the seal looks like. Sorry, that's what you were referring to. Yes, you do. It's the same seal.
Yeah. I'll grab it if Fix It doesn't take it.
I'll hand it. I had to hand it over.
Well then.
I believe Ali wants to check one last thing at the Golden Mantles, and then we can head out as soon as we are ready.
Yeah. I was waiting for
Very well.
a scribe to bring me some information. Yeah. But
A scribe from the Golden Mantles.
yeah. I've been waiting on some information on
Oh, my dear.
someone.
You'll be better off just going to the Duke first, with haste. The scribes at the Golden Mantles take an eternity to dig up anything in their archives. The only organized one there is the wizard.
Oh.
Anything the scribes have done, I don't know how they find anything in those archives.
I hope it's not also the quality of the of the. I don't remember the word. The material. Oh my gosh!
Parchment.
When you write up something.
Record?
Yes!
That's the word you were trying to think of? That's like a shot in the dark.
Words. No, not record per se, but Oh my god!
Document.
I gotta Google for the word. Report. Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot the word's existence. Apparently. Well,
All right. Perfect.
I hope that's not also the quality of the reports that they keep.
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
We keep our own
Okay.
reports here.
Okay. So yeah, once we're back, I might have a question or two for you, depending on what their report looked like. Well, we should. Okay, let's go to the port then, right now.
Sure. Very well. Well, good luck. Godspeed. May Gadris guide you.
We'll do our best. She turns around so that she doesn't have to face the Emron image again.
I just see it and roll my eyes, like I'm just unfazed by all the weird Fix-It shit.
Ellie has trauma.
Yes, okay. Great. So you guys will head over to the boat. So it takes you a little while to get there. Let's say it takes about you're literally crossing the town, so it's gonna take about an hour anyway, without getting lost.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, it's going to take longer than that. I mean, so imagine it's not the size of LA, so it's not going to take that long, but it is going to take a couple hours to walk. You guys want to take like a carriage or something? It's like 3 copper per mile or something like that.
Regardless of how long it would normally take, it takes half as long with me.
I mean, it would just take so. I mean, imagine walking miles. It's going to take.
I mean, if it's that pressing, I'm pretty sure they might have given us horses again.
It's going to ask.
Before, oh, sorry, I meant to do this, but I got sidetracked. Before we leave Captain Weeflow's room,
Yeah.
I was like, does your quartermaster have anything that potentially gives swim speed? Or so
Swim
I
speed?
don't, because I know this is weird, but I do not know how to being on a boat. There's the potential for, yeah.
Ah, I see. Well, we could lend you something. You wouldn't be able to keep it, but we do have a special stock, I guess you could say, for more important missions. Yeah. I'll give you access to it. Just go talk to him.
It would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, so you head over to the quarter. Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was thinking to myself.
Okay, so you go over to the quartermaster, and you see the halfling you saw before.
The one that gave Fix-It that 300 gold, or the one for the first time?
Nope, the one that gave you the 300 gold.
Hi, Captain said I could use an item that you guys have to allow me to swim.
And so you walk up and you see the halfling and just like sees Fix-It in the background, just like,
Hey,
and you can hear from the back in the quartermaster's area, there's just like, you have access authorization for the special stuff.
I'll hold her sigil that she gave me a while back.
Looks pretty special to me. All right, what do you need? Swimming something? Swim?
Something that can allow me to swim.
Oh my god.
Sure. Yeah, I'll hang on a second. Jumps down from the little stool and just like waddles over. You just hear the little footsteps.
You can't just ignore that, can you?
As I'm waiting, I'll send a message to Fix-It. I'm going to be doing this a lot with this fucking spell. Just be ready for it. I'll send a message to Fix-It, and you said it sounded like I heard someone being like tied up.
I mean you just hear. That's all you hear.
I'll send a message to Fix-It. It's like, go back to the captain. There's sounds of someone being muffled in the whatever that room is. I forget what it's called.
The quartermaster.
Yeah.
The weapon storage. The quartermaster's in charge.
Weapon storage. That's a good phrase. That's I'll just tell Fix-It to go be like, hey, I think your quartermaster is not your quartermaster.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. And so the halfling comes back. I don't know. Fix-It. Did you go to the captain or not? Cafeteria's right there, and you do smell some really delicious.
God,
it
damn
could be.
it,
I don't
CJ.
know. It could be.
Oh my god.
It smells like a baked potato.
Oh.
If I see him walk to the cafeteria, I'll send the same thing to Allie.
Allie will
I'm gonna
make
use
her
my
way to the
silent
cabin.
image to get rid of the tied up everyone and like write some letters like the quartermaster needs some help.
Oh, did you get rid of the image of Emron? Okay, so the moment you drop the image, you just hear from the office, "Fuck!"
And then
Excuse you?
and I'll put up some text like, go see your quartermaster.
Oh my god! Oh, good lord! Oh, good lord! Oh god, no! Oh, Jesus!
Oh my god.
Hey, I don't judge here.
Neither do I. Well played, CJ.
Oh my god.
She comes out of the room. For a moment, she looks at Fix-It. She glares. She looks extremely flustered. Her face is as red as her hair right now. She squints, and she just walks slowly back into the room, closes the door, slams it shut, slams it shut.
Fine.
Oh.
I made another text saying 5 gold an hour.
Making her pay for it now?
Oh.
The door cracks open. She's all, Fix it. My office.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You enter the office. She's standing there just staring at you. Just glaring right into your soul. Oh. She's all, you do not blackmail the captain of the city guard of Port Gadgerton. However, I will pay you 5 gold once, and you will leave that image here.
He just hears one more message in his head. The halfling.
Oh,
Quartermaster.
I'll do that. Also, I think someone, the quartermaster needs your help.
I don't care. The quartermaster can handle himself. If you need help, go get Hidebreaker. I'm busy. 5 gold. And she hands you 5 gold. And she's all, and you leave it here. And you say nothing of this. If I hear any rumors of this at all around the guard, the city, or the barracks, I will know it came from you. And if it comes from you, you will join Peabody.
I'm gonna regret this, but out of goodwill, I'm gonna make everyone again in a sexy lingerie.
It's all, oh God, no! Oh, that's hideous! Please, no! What are you doing? Oh, for the love of Gadris, please, just put the ropes back on.
I'm gonna
my
do that
God.
and just leave.
Great, thank you. Okay. Okay, the Hobbit came back. The Hobbit. I said the Hobbit. The Halfling came back.
I'm a little flustered right now.
Yeah, the Halfling comes back with a cloak, and it is dark blue with some light blue circly patches, and it has like these. It looks like a manta ray. So this should help you swim. It's it says here on the registrar, it is a cloak of the manta ray. Who would have guessed? It looks like one, so I guess that makes sense. It says it should make you help like swim or something, but bring it back. You know, the guards want their stuff back. This is special. Actually, I don't care. Don't bring it back. Whatever. Just don't even sign. You know what? Here it is. But just don't tell him I was here. And then he kind of just looks down, and you hear
particular reason.
you hear coins jingling. He's all, and the head pops up again. She looks at you. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna steal all this stuff. Whatever. I'm gonna steal some money. I need money. And so here, you can have some too. Throws a bag of gold over to you. Just hush, hush, okay? And then just there's a small bag of gold in front of you and the cloak. The halfling gets down and walks out and around back into the hallway. And just happily just trots on out. Just out the front door.
I'm gonna look the other way. He comes around the corner.
You have to
I'll-
tell Hidebreaker.
Yeah, don't worry.
Briggs, what are you doing?
I'll take the cloak and make my way out. And is Hidebreaker still strongmanning outside?
He is. He's going strong.
What is
He's
this
working up
town?
a sweat.
What is this? What are these guards?
He's like, hey, big guy.
Yes. Hello.
Do
I did that wrong. Got the T in my throat.
Do I happen to see the halfling running away as we get outside?
The halfling's trotting away happily.
Happily? I was like, hey, I think that halfling over there is stealing your gold," and I'll hold up the pouch that he gave me.
What?
I'm like,
Nonsense. That's ridiculous. You don't know who that is? That's
Nope.
Oriver's niece. She'd never steal from us.
I beg to differ because they literally just gave me this pouch of gold.
Also, the quartermaster's tied up or something.
Also, I think
Roll
your
a
quartermaster
roll a
is-
persuasion check.
Yep, not one.
Oh
Yep.
my
He's all-
god.
Yeah, that's a that's a funny story, but no, there's no way. That's Oriver's niece Nemo. She's not gonna steal anything.
Nemo.
All right, well,
It's his niece, Chibo.
I know we're not the biggest fan of each other, but that was a gesture of good faith. I'm just gonna
Well-
just drop the gold in front of him and walk away. I could have kept. As I walk away, I'm just like, could have kept that. Didn't.
All right.
I'll take that.
Oh my god. No.
Well, oh, all right. Yeah, your friend dropped it, so it must be, just take it back to him.
Yeah,
Oh my
we can't
god.
we can't have littering.
No,
around here.
Oh my
absolutely not.
God.
Keep the city clean.
Is the stable boy dude near the barracks? Like, do we have to? can we
Yeah,
just
it's
go
right
find him
around the
and get
corner. The
horses?
stable is essentially attached to it.
Yeah, so I'll go make my way towards him.
Yeah, the horses are already ready, and he
Oh, shit. All
hands them
right.
over to you guys.
I quit.
Take care of them.
We will. We're just literally going to the dock. We'll send them back when we get there.
Perfect. One of my horses returned a bit traumatized. Do you happen to know anything about that? Looked like it had
Probably
difficulty
just-
walking.
Oh, that would have been the big guy over there at the front door.
You mean Hidebreaker?
Yep.
He walks out, pulls out a slingshot, lets a shot out, and just ducks into the stables while you're standing there. It hits Hidebreaker in the head.
When I see him
And
duck,
he's just-
I also hide.
Okay. Hidebreaker just like, Yadris? What have I
will
done?
I will take the stable boy. I'll take out 2 gold and hand it to the stable boy, and it's like, this is yours if you keep doing that as often as you possibly can.
I got you, man. Thank you.
Oh my god.
And you just see, there he's just out there, just Hidebreaker's just. Is there rain? What?
Oh
What?
my god.
And he looks over and fix it. Did you see what that was? Gadris has spoken to me.
No.
Oh my.
I'm legit removing the 2 gold. Like,
I must be blessed.
Praise be.
I'll cast guidance on him.
He says, I feel his presence. I must be a paladin. A cleric. Can I heal? No, I cannot.
I'll just kind of lean over to the stable boy. He's like, how many times have you hit him in the head?
Well, I hit him a good one this morning.
I'll slip him another
No, but-
fucking gold.
See, maybe this helps with, realizing that. I'm trying to remember all the wrong names that they called Nemo in Finding Nemo.
Allie, is Allie talking to, you're talking to Hidebreaker right now?
Yeah, because he's that tall.
He's like, hey, Allie, we have important things to do. Not important.
She's really stealing. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Come and fix it.
He's just Gadris.
Let's go.
Oh, he's gonna hurt himself. He's so gonna hurt himself.
Let's go before I
literally-
lose
I slipped,
intelligence.
yeah, I slipped him another fucking gold. Dude, just keep that shit up all fucking day.
Okay.
I'd
I have a new best friend in
God.
Gadgerton.
Oh my god. Okay, so you guys get on the horses. It takes, let's say, an hour and a half-ish, or say. Yeah, let's say that.
Sure.
Still pretty fast. I mean, for medieval times being,
Yeah.
So you guys get to the you guys will get to the dock about 9:45 in the morning. There is looks like a captain sitting around. You actually know you don't recognize, but it looks like a shark, literally a shark.
Oh heck
You
yeah!
have a tricorn.
He is wearing a tricorn. He also has a
I
peg
keep my
leg.
Tricorn.
He also has he's missing one leg, and one of his arms is a blade.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. I tip my hat.
He's huge, muscular. He's about 6 feet tall, just pure muscle. There's this huge scar coming down his cheek too, and it's literally a shark in human form, like the arms and legs. So, and he's all, welcome to the Anne Marie.
Oh, you piece of shit. Holy fuck.
I am Captain Sharktober Venus.
Heck yeah.
We are your envoy to go get the Duke.
Aye, get aboard then.
Uh,
And you look on board, and it's just a bunch of shark people.
Good thing I poofed Nox away.
There's
You'd
no like city guard.
The city guard? No, it's just a bunch of shark people. Like they look like buccaneers.
Is there any other ship, or is this the only one? Are we on the right ship?
Hey, we've been contracted. They needed the best captain, and that's me.
Can I insight the fucking boat?
You fucking can't. Wait, the boat?
Yeah, just like
Wait, what?
The what's the word I'm looking for? The crew.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I'll do another inside check on him if you want me to, because I.
Well, yeah. If you want to
Oh,
believe him, then
God.
yeah, sure.
God damn it! That's
Yep.
a 3
oh
for the
my
crew.
god. You're rolling as bad as I usually do. This pin is magic.
Awesome.
Yep.
A 3 and 2 will for both, respectively, the boat and the captain. Sounds good to you. Okay.
Well then.
Aye. Welcome aboard to the Anne Marie, and we'll take good care of you. Right over to the Duke we've been hired to find, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful name for a ship, by the way.
Isn't
Whoever came
it?
up with that.
Aye.
It's great.
Aye. Yeah, we have some, we had some really interesting characters on this boat not too long ago.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, some brother tieflings.
Oh, tieflings. That's odd.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, they don't quite fit in with the rest of the crew, but they were part of it. Family nonetheless, the two of them.
What
I
are
forgot their names. Oh, what were their names? Those
damn it.
brothers. Aye.
Well,
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, I believe.
Well, then.
Wow, it started with a k something. Can't remember. Cried? No. Yeah, I'll remember. Nonetheless, welcome aboard. Let's go find us a Duke. And on that, I will pause. All right, you guys. So, thank you all for watching our 13th episode of Into Anterium. We are, pues. Why did I go to Spanish? Pues. I've been in. We are It's a Crit. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here with us, taking part, engaging in the chat. Just everything. We appreciate you guys being here with us for this. It's a lot of fun for us, and we love having you guys here with us. If you enjoyed the show, follow us here on Twitch. You guys can follow, subscribe. Using if you have Amazon Prime. That's another great way to support us, to keep the show going, and so we can keep putting more and more time and effort into it to make it even better for you guys. Also, follow us over on Twitter at It's a Crit with 3 T's. Also, the YouTube channel is up. The previous episodes are on there. We're going to be uploading a one-shot that we did a while back called The Forgotten Shore up there soon. And the previous episode number 12, will be going up there. If you guys want to catch up on these episodes, so some of them are still available here on Twitch, so feel free to watch them on here as well. And well, just you guys are great. You guys are awesome, and thank you to the players for being here with me again today. Gonza, thank you again so much for your help. And well, I guess we'll find out what happens next time on the 14th episode of Into Anterium. And well, thanks a lot. See you later.